He's like he like dies a couple times. He keeps coming back, doesn't he, or something like that? I've seen like
mortal.
It takes him to season 3 to realise that's his power. Like, wait a minute, what?
You died? No, you didn't really. What? I can't see. He dead? No.
Also, 100% not the first time that actor has had that power. He had the exact same power
That's true.
in
Yeah.
Misfits.
That's
Which
right.
is fucking hilarious.
And it took him like the entire first season to work that out as well. To be fair,
It was fucking so good. Such a good build-up.
I only watched Misfits. It must have been either last year or like just within the past year and a half, because Zoe used to love it, and so she had me watch it. And I never realized what I was missing out on. It was fucking hilarious.
It was really good.
I'd heard about it, but I was like, the people I was talking to about it always made it sound as if they were better than it. So I was just like, oh, well, fair enough.
I
Then
get
I'll
you.
just watch it at some point. But
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I wished I watched it earlier.
I felt like I'd missed it, like, because it'd been on and then off the air for so long by the time people recommended it to me, like, do I really want to watch a show from like 2002 or whatever it was? And then I watched, I was like, this is strong, but again, like everything, I was like, oh, this is really good, and then forgot it existed until you mentioned it right now. That happens to me with loads of shows. Because there's so much now. There's so much shows.
It really is.
Like, I'm like.
To be fair,
Too many
I can't
shows.
judge on that because so many.
Do you remember when it just
Usually
to
watching
be
a
just
reality
lost?
show.
Yeah,
Usually watching a
everyone
reality
watched
show called
Lost,
The
and that was it.
That was it. Yeah, just lost.
I'm still not.
I-
I'm not still lost.
Don't bother.
Well, not finished
Oh
it.
man,
But here's
It
a,
is
here's a
top
fun
tier.
thing for you. Shows like the Bionic Command and like all that kind of stuff, they got cancelled for low ratings, and that was back in the day when it was like 7 like TV channels in America. So like what they considered low ratings back then is what people would consider like a worldwide box office smash now. Like
In Britain.
the kind of numbers that Game of Thrones could only dream about. But it's so hard to make the expensive TV shows now because massive audience isn't actually that big.
It's massive
That's why
audience
shows like
engagement.
People do so well.
Yeah, it's engagement you want. It's this
Yeah.
kind of thing.
They also want merchandise. 'Cause that's another way to
That's
make
why
a lot of
Disney
money.
Plus can stay at $7.99 because they don't give a fuck about how much that costs.
Oh yeah.
It's like they're just going to merch sales.
Yeah. Speaking of engagement, hi. We're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to
Good stuff.
This is how we
Well,
start the show now.
every time. Yeah, I just put it on. I'll let you talk. Yeah, as you will, and then I'll just come in and say hi. Welcome to Sanity Check Gaming. I am Dick Naylor for Tier 1 Tuesdays D&D for the world of Fallorium. I'll say it in that voice. I'm contractually obliged. We have the regular Glang. Yeah, with the Glang, we have the regular Glang plus
I just
one.
said we have the regular wanks there.
Yeah, we have the regular Wanks plus one. Who's James? He's decided to grace us with his presence this week.
He is an irregular wank.
You want to put it like that? Yeah. Is there such a thing as an irregular?
We all end the same way, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the end of the day. Finishes with me crying in my sleep. So,
Yay!
This is why we used to leave this stuff behind the scenes.
this is why. But this is why, and this is also why I started just showing it. Aye, Leon's had enough. He's had enough of our shit.
You broke him already.
This is true. If you haven't noticed from the name of the episode, yeah, we're finally here. It's only taken a year, guys, but we're finally on the mainland. We're almost at the mainland for the actual empire itself.
I think we should leave. I think we should go back to that island. With
So
Just
happy.
become pirates. Just become pirates.
Right, this is the second spoon I've lost. I brought a spoon so I could eat my protein yogurt, and I don't know what I've done with the spoon. I'm just going to eat it with my hands, guys. So just
I'm all natural, baby. I'm just all fruits and milks and spinaches. It was supposed to be a smoothie, but it's too thick for a smoothie. Yeah, it's too thick for a smoothie, so I had to get a spoon for it.
High protein pudding.
Yeah, could you have monies? Look at him with his fancy heating and lighting.
High protein fucking puddings are not
Yeah.
that expensive in Aldi.
And nice skin and beautiful, nice, smooth skin caused by good nutritional diets.
You know what? Do you know what? Just make your own. Get some really good cheap protein powder and just mix that into your food.
Coming back.
Do that,
No,
you can just
what?
go to Aldi.
Please tell me you didn't do that with your spaghetti bolognese. Did you really do that?
We need to
No, I didn't do
clarify. Anyone that ever watches this, what's happening here? James last night made himself like
Spaghetti bolognese.
and then, should I put protein powder in this? And we're like, no, just put more mince in it. Like, why would you put protein powder in
Yeah,
your mince?
there's mince. There's protein in mince.
What's the point of the mince? Was it turkey or beef protein, Jim?
It was beef.
Turkey
Do
mince,
best
mate.
eating delicious beef, but turkey mince is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
as
turkey
well.
mince is the way to go.
Aye. Healthier.
Uh-huh.
Go for the turkey.
Also, turkeys are arseholes.
Yeah, for sure.
Turkeys are dicks,
That's why we eat them.
No. The only
This is where I
part
find out
that
that we don't have
is a
anything
seagull.
against turkey.
Seagull, you know.
Yeah, turkey mince is better, but like you can also get lean beef.
You know what's really, you know what, who really are dicks? It's the Treagles. You can't trust them Treagles.
Yeah. I know, it's like they've manipulated one of the characters into
Already.
their
Already,
seagull god.
I know. Anyhow, speaking of that, we should probably get started playing. I mean, we're 15 minutes in and nobody's actually done anything. So we shall start.
5 minutes in. We've got
I
about
cast
10 minutes.
Thunderwave.
15 minutes.
I cast Thunderwave.
Nice.
20 is 5 past 8. That's 5 minutes in. We've never started.
No,
10
but we've been
eight,
live
right?
since 10:02. So
You had, don't even lie because I know you had the be there soon thing up.
yeah, but we've been live since then because we had to be there soon thing. So we should probably jump into the world of Felorian people. Do the crab dance? Okay, fuck yous.
I don't.
And we're back. Seamless, absolute seamless. How I do that? I should be an editor. So, who remembers where we left off?
Nope.
Gads was thrown overboard.
As per tradition, Rach has got herself on silent. I feel that we should start every stream that way.
Are you on silent now, Rach?
Just gonna sit here.
So yes, so that happened. So Rach sits in silence. Anything else?
I've been talking for the past 10 minutes.
It happens. It happens. Welcome to the show, people.
My life.
Yep. As why we have on.
Sick of us.
Yeah, of course. Leon's about to be sick of us. So, yes. Where did we leave off from last week? As Lee
Gaz
hurriedly
is up.
eats his yogurt.
Okay.
He tried to get rid of his TV thing. Or his patron, sorry.
Oh yeah, that
And
was sexy.
He
it
certainly
tried
did.
to kill him. That was insane.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
He's in an abusive relationship.
Allegedly.
That we
I
Yes,
just say,
well, he's all over his own life.
really
You
didn't
just don't
like him
know him.
talking.
You just don't know him.
Really didn't like him talking to Melgrim.
yeah, me and Milgram had a good back and forth.
Quite a
Quite
few years.
interesting back and forth.
Quite a few years
Which
had a
led
back and
to
forth.
Gaz then getting angry and then wanting some time to himself, so he threw the his amulet across the room, which he thought would be okay, which wasn't. Inside his room, he was basically almost thrown apart by whoever he talks to. Yeah, doing like pretty much. I think half of his like health points went down at that point. Yeah, and no one was around for it. And then he proceeded to get drunk in the hope of being able to speak to someone when he was blacked out, but that didn't work out.
I remember that. Yeah, he was absolutely. Yeah.
And Melgrim had a heart-to-heart with Nyla and Ralph. So
I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said. I was outside the room. I just quite like it.
I accidentally also. Nyla accidentally told Melgrim about the demon that he'd summoned.
I already told you that.
You told her it, not me.
I think like Ralph and Melgrim were there when you guys woke me up, and then he said, "Hey, what were you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, I was summoning a demon."
They said it, but we failed the insight check, so we didn't believe you.
Okay.
And then I turned around and said, "Oh, I think it's this time. Oh, I think he's been summoning demons again. That's why you were."
Wait a minute.
Because Gaz doesn't lie about this stuff, because he doesn't think it's wrong. So, yeah.
Nah, doesn't think it's wrong after that being. Maybe it's wrong.
So yeah, you've finally left the island of Vakus on your ship as you started to sail out towards on the 7-day journey. You've managed to come into a couple of, well, the same storm, strangely, weirdly, rolling almost the same as everybody else. Every time you went on that, I feel you've grown spiritually, grammatically, indubitably. As you started ergonomically, started to learn a little bit more about each other. Some stuff that you didn't want to learn about each other, however, but learned yous did. From there, yous are currently waking up at this point, we'll say, for your final day of the journey.
I've got rid of the exhaustion.
You certainly do. Anyone who is exhausted as well would have got rid of the exhaustion. Hey, we have our good friend Peach in. Hi, Peach. How you doing, my man?
Hey,
Mori20 DM.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. It's always good to have someone come in. He's always a good friend of the channel. I'm a good friend of his channel as well. I think either him or our good friend Eden is going to be playing Resident Evil 4. Hopefully, maybe on the Friday, because I know he does the horror stuff on Friday, because some of the horror games he's played is phenomenal.
I was playing Resident Evil 4 on my VR headset recently.
Oh, is it the old one? Because I don't know if they did the new one yet in the VR. That would have been good.
It's sort of like it's its own thing, but it's the story.
Yeah.
I've not went far enough to know different things. Some things is mechanically, but I'm absolutely loving having the knife to fight them because I can actually swing it myself. But I definitely had a heart attack when somebody jumped out the door and just hit me with a spade.
Especially the chainsaw guy. Yeah, especially the chainsaw guy for sure.
I'm waiting on that. I cannot remember where he is in the game, and I refuse to look it up because I remember that the first time.
And how does heart attacks work in this game? Oh, it's real life. Oh, I'm smelling toast. Especially the now, especially you being a teacher, my friend. A lot of work goes. So by all means, I'm glad you have those in the background while you're watching. We're about to enter Empire proper. Ho! It's been building up. And
I waste this entire episode on this day and we don't arrive at the Empire.
Hey, that's cool. If you want to do that gives me more time to make maps.
Melgrim sits there in silence until we reach the Empire.
So,
a bunch of necromancy in front of him until he reacts.
Yeah, it is your day. It is very much your day at this point. What are you doing at this? If there's anything you want to do, or we can go straight to the travelling portion of this.
I'll wake up.
Yeah, you go ahead, mate.
I assume I'll wake up if I can from the hangover.
You do indeed wake up. Slightly sore head, slightly crushed larynx.
I will kind of like put my hand to my black eye, kind of thing, and look at myself in the mirror. And then I'll get dressed into my monk clothes. I'll do like a quick press ups or however like monks would get in the in the morning, and
100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups.
He does 3 or 4. He manages 3 or 4 beforehand. Yeah.
I need more lessons.
I'm gonna grab some paper and a bit of like charcoal, and I'm gonna walk to, if we have like a cafeteria or that kind of thing, I'm just gonna walk towards there. That's me.
Yeah, you do have well, I'll say a brig. You have a kitchen area, I suppose. There's a communal area down below. If you chose to set one up for the guests and the patrons and the passengers that you happen to be travelling with or carrying.
I'll sit down and I'll begin sketching something.
No problem. So from there, anyone else up at this point? I'm assuming our good friend Melgrim will have been up making the hearty meal of oats.
I'm gonna say Nyla will be up because I just being a monk and nothing should be awake and sort of practicing
Yeah.
a monk abilities.
You will be meditating, I suppose. Yeah.
That's
as
exactly
always.
what I meant.
Absolutely fine.
I'm
Ralph
doing
is up.
some praying and stuff and trying to communicate with the tree girls.
Make me roll me a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Does she have blessed because she'll be praying with me?
16?
Go roll again with advantage if you're praying. If you happen to be praying with Ralph, I suppose.
No.
Just 16.
Yeah.
David, man, I give you aid as opposed to. That's how the spell goes.
You gave her age as opposed to aid. No, oh wow, that was dark. From there, it's quite quiet. The wind in the trees and the canopies just swaying to and fro, and somewhere, somehow, you swear you can hear a tree gull in the distance. Yeah.
That's the worst sound you can possibly make.
I like I think it's me doing a bit of fishing. By fishing, I mean I'm up at the other side of the boat with my bow and arrow. I've tied a rope to my boat and just shooting down so I can catch.
We call it sky fishing.
Milgram has given you the task of getting any kind of meat.
Meat is good.
The only thing you get from it is syphilis, and you don't.
So, yeah. So Ronan will be up on deck. Who's helming? Who's on the helm?
I'll be on helm.
The man is on helm.
Two people always say me, and it's like, okay, I'm steering. No, I'm steering.
Take half a day off for that for travel. Yeah.
No.
And it'll be worth it.
So, I'm assuming that Ralph and Nyla will be on top of the decks meditating in the open air as opposed to
front prow. Is that what it's called? The prow of the ship. Front.
Yeah.
the
I've
bow.
got my special mat down, my praying on mat, which looks like a yoga mat. And
I don't
I'm
have
just
a
having
map
you-
look still.
You're sharing my mat. It's quite a long.
I
mat.
would
It's quite
imagine.
long.
I would imagine your mat is made from really high grass leaves, and just sewn in together. It's from your natural area. I would imagine that's what it would be like.
I was imagining like a rubber mat.
No.
That's way better.
No. Yeah,
Just a
proper
yoga
grass
mat.
from where you stay, like
Well,
of tree
It's got stuff.
leaves. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can imagine it being goblin hide when you just wipe on
Aye.
Goblin leather.
Again, Ralph, as an educated man, and realizes that skinning, intelligent creatures and turning them into mats might be frowned upon, even if it's goblins.
Yeah, but totally selling out his own people is another matter.
Some
So I'm not saying anything. Not saying anything. I'm heavily implying it.
Can't wait till Melgrim dies and I bring in the goblin necromancer.
We'll be besties because I'll have
Yeah.
learned to accept it because Melgrim's death will have touched me so much. Accept the goblin.
Build him with a pure joy that takes him to the next level of clericness.
Just
I'll take Malgrim's pure hatred for magic and I will keep that going.
Also, I'll take his head off, and once a week I'm going to cast Speak with Dead, and be like, fuck you, man.
Melgrim's gotta be like, I'm hanging out with your god. Guess where you're gone.
So, yeah.
Anyway.
Malcolm
So,
ends up in limbo. Oh my god.
oh, you eat his soul.
Well, imagine if he was dead.
I've designed my entire character on keeping Melgrim alive, just so you know. Like, every spell I figure out, how can I
Yep.
keep
I
him
don't want
alive?
to die.
He is the first to live. Our good friend Sir Janice, if you could roll me a d20, please.
What's he's a
Just for today's
traditionally roll
events.
A 1 here or something, then a 3, and that gets us the exact same thing.
No, it
every-
was an
every time.
8, if I'm not mistaken, and then it
8.
was a... Because 8 was a weather change. So anything other than an 8. That's good.
17.
That's...
Ooh.
Roll me 2d6.
2d6. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. It's a 5 and a 2.
5
Boy.
and a 2. Oh, okay. So, there is a slight weather change.
I love or hate that sound.
It's a slight weather change as the as simple rain just starts to pat down on the deck. Interestingly enough, no clouds in the sky, but it is raining. It's very, very light rain. Fine rain soaks you through.
Oh my god, Raph
tree
called
girls is
the
peeing on
rain. Raph called the rain.
Looks are, okay.
It's what I was hoping for.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
I'm just kidding.
I'm fine with this. It's like,
Nah, legit.
like, Ralph is worried about how religious, like, when non-religious people become super religious, it's like, this is just meant.
Oh, they're the
like,
worst ones.
It's like when a smoker becomes a
Fact.
non-smoker, like, oh shit, this is going to be a real
Yeah.
problem for everybody.
You know that's bad for you, right?
The problem with religion doesn't ever talk about it. The person that converts to religion late in life, never shut up.
Yeah. I will tell her the name of Rain in the Aquin tongue. She's
Oh
like,
yeah, that's
"Aquin."
I was gonna learn that, wasn't it?
Aquin.
Rain.
It's Rain.
Yeah, it is actually rain.
Oh.
It translates as water from sky. Well, that's a lot of
Interestingly
words
enough.
for rain. Rain's a much better word.
The Aquin is Pissenden.
Ronan,
Aye.
there is something in the air. You can't tell what. You don't know. It's a straight. It's something isn't sitting right with you. It's not dangerous. It's not life threatening or route altering. You can't put your finger on it.
You might have eaten too much.
Shouts Nyla from the front of the ship to a person that's having a thought 30 feet behind her.
Yeah, from the other end of the ship.
Sorry.
Melgrim's arguing with the other cooks about why beans are fine to put into porridge.
Mung beans.
Depend on the
Viable.
type of beans.
It is. What were you saying, Ronan?
Would I have ever felt this feeling before? Something I could relate to back.
Make me a history check.
What?
Make me a history check.
History.
I will give you guidance, but I don't know you're feeling this, but also that you're far away.
And you're
15.
meditating.
Also, I'm not really involved in this scene.
Silence.
The tension is palpable.
Ah.
All the fun of rolling dice.
Online.
I am.
Online.
None of the dice.
I think it'll be like a 13.
A 13. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much that. Tension is palpable. You would almost
Yeah.
feel like it's almost an electricity in the air, but it's not electricity. There's not even a cloud in the sky, yet it's raining. That seems odd in itself.
I'm gonna wait out and see what happens. I'm just gonna put my bow back and my arrow back in my quiver and just go to the side the wheel while
Yeah.
the bard is steering. I'm just gonna look out. Just have a look, keep a lookout. And I'm gonna turn into Jan and say, something doesn't feel right here.
Yeah. If you make me a perception check, Jim, and we'll go from there.
Perception. Right,
As he's saying this, I'm just like, maybe you've not eaten enough today. Maybe you should talk to Milgram. Bad man.
Weirdly, my speciality, it just never comes up.
Yeah, this is true. What did you roll? Sorry, mate.
15.
A 15. We'll come back to that. So if you're having a conversation, if you want to have a conversation, you can certainly have.
Yeah. I'll be sitting talking to Sir Janice. Showing them how to steer the boat and all that. Asking them how to.
To be fair, yeah, I know which direction it, but apart from that,
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to actually ask him if he can teach me how to know where the north is.
I mean, I don't really know how to explain it. I can feel it, you know? It's like there's an energy in the air, and I can feel that direction. It's
Noticing
like
now.
it pulls me that way.
Noticing now when you start talking about the feeling the energy in the air, the magnetic north, you suddenly realise you can't feel north.
It feels like it's. Wait. Hold on.
Make me a perception check as well, if you could, Sir Janice Grande.
Certainly. If I can. That's a terrifying sentence.
Yeah.
As if I'm not traumatized enough as it is.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
So, the rain starts to beat down heavier, yet there's not a cloud in the sky. You start to realise that, yeah, well, we're not... You remember this as the way to north, because you were on shift and you've been travelling north and you haven't deviated from that thing, but now you think about it, it says, have we been going north? I mean, how long have I not been able to feel north? It's just something you instantly think, oh yeah, easy. And it wasn't until Ronan came over and mentioned about the fact of, well, there's an energy in the air. And then you start to think, and you start to look about. And as the rain starts to, it doesn't so much start to patter. It's almost as if it isn't hitting the ground anymore. In fact, if anything, it looks as if the rain is starting to come up from the ship. As in, it's not coming. The rain is not falling; it is lifting up into the air.
So I know Ronan's in front of me at this point.
Yeah.
Do I know that Ralph and Nyla are on deck as well?
You will
Like,
see.
can I
You'll
see
have
them
seen.
from
Yeah,
around?
of course, you'll be able to see the top deck because you're as the deck is, and then you've got the bit there where the helm is, and you get the bow up over here, so you're slightly raised.
Okay. So I'll just look and shout towards them. Guys, we've got a problem. Look at the rain.
Oh, it's hovering.
No, it's not hovering. It is rain. It looks like fine rain to you, but when you start to notice, you were quite wet. Now all of a sudden the rain is just starting to rise off of you.
So can I tell it's rising or falling? Like,
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell now. Looking at if you look at your clothes, you can see the water is starting to rise off you as opposed to falling on you. And yet
I think I'm gonna check below deck.
Yeah, certainly. If you want to go down below, is there anything in particular you want to look for?
The source, maybe.
Okay.
Ralph is going to
Would
just
I
go
have-
to the side of the boat and have a look over the edge. Are we still travelling through the trees?
Yeah, you're still travelling. Again, make us a perception check.
As he's doing this, would I have heard any stories of similar things like this?
You can make me either an Arcana or a History check.
Okay, I've got terrible stats for
The
both.
Arcana
so-
check. The Arcana check will be a higher DC.
Is
Big
the
boy
water
with
coming
him.
up through
Are you
the
having to
wood?
think about
I
this?
should ask that
Yes.
first.
You're giving our good friend Sir Janus
October,
guidance.
Are
Yeah.
you thinking real hard about that? Many guys guidance.
So 1d4, unless he's giving you the d8, but I'm sure he's giving you the
Fuck off,
d4.
I'm giving D8.
So d4.
G8 for something
But no, I
important.
thought we were friends.
Not today.
You know nothing of the dice, okay? You're an orc kind of shit.
Oh,
Oh,
16 and a 1 to 17.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
no,
I don't know that.
it's
yeah.
okay.
Your god doesn't like me.
God, she loves everybody.
Yeah. Nothing that you can think of in a magical sense in nature. No. You've never heard of anything like this.
Is it drawing the moisture or just the rain, or do I feel ourselves getting drier?
No, you're getting wet.
It's like it's coming from below us, is what he's saying. Like raining upside down.
Almost.
Is the water coming up through like the wood?
Oh, okay, and I see where we
So
under the
as you're going down, there is no water under there. There's no water because you're under a. You technically got something above you to stop you
Yeah, I
from
was
being
wondering
rained on.
something
There is no
above
water
you.
rising up from there. No. But as you're looking over, Ralph, you'll notice that there is still water rising up from the trees, as if it's raining.
Is anything happening with my porridge?
No. Apart from various degrees of
No, it doesn't
complaints, some of it's not the tastiest of goods. You're really running low on supplies now because you only bought enough to get yourselves across.
Listen, I can make you a nice meal, but you'll starve to death tomorrow. Which would you rather?
What's this?
Take my
If you weren't
chances.
Such cheap
Rain.
bastards, I would have been able to eat better supplies. But
I'll-
no, you just needed the cheap
Okay,
shit.
okay. I was just asking. I just said.
It's delicious, isn't it?
This is delicious. Please don't shout at me.
5 stars.
Please don't shout at me. So yeah,
So she's the tip.
I like the way that is the Loxodon for some reason.
that is the Loxodon.
Yes.
I cannot want to. In fact, that won't work actually.
Right, just see while everyone's I think I cast detect magic.
Okay, yeah.
Magic?
How does detect magic work for you?
Okay. Well,
Whatever
the
way you
spell
describe
says you sense presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If
Yes,
you
you
sense
do.
magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object near it bears magic, and you learn its school of magic if any. So if this is a magical effect, I assume that the rain would, to me, would perhaps show that something was happening.
Yes. How does this work to you? Does it glow for you? So explain how you would be able to see the magic within the area.
Well, I would be able to see if the water was being affected magically, the water
Yeah.
itself would glow, and I'd be able to maybe tell it's like this. It's surrounded by magic, or I could tell if itself was magic.
Yeah.
Let's say it's got aura if it is being affected by magic, and it glows from within if it's the water itself that's magic.
Excellent. Roll me a D100.
There's some bullshit for you guys. Okay.
Roll me a D100 if you could.
I'm just gonna see a giant snake in the water
That's
looking at you.
all.
14. Excellent. And if you could also then make me a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
Hmm.
Point in having spells.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wisdom saving throw. 22.
22.
Plus 7, baby.
Right. So, first thing, as you cast a spell, yeah, everything glows. Everything glows. It burns brightly. You are quick enough to close your eyes and keep them closed for the remainder or the duration of the spell if you wish, but it is blinding light. You start hearing noises. It's woo woo. It's like almost like alarms. It's very very low fogs, and then it's high pitched screams. It's this is magic. This is high magic. This is incredibly fucking high magic.
Yeah, my eyes are closed. This lasts for 10 minutes. So
Yes.
I closed my eyes because
I would suggest you close your ears as well as because now everything is the detect magic is now telling you there's magic here. You can hear it. It's starting to get into your head.
So,
ow,
could there
this,
be someone on the ship that's
You did not, however, get to see what
Okay.
skill of magic or if there was indeed a spell. It is in a magical effect. That's all you know.
right. I will shout because it's loud, even though no one else can hear it. Sojan is surrounded, the best part in the world. Would you just see me shouting?
He is shouting. Why is he shouting? Yeah, he's right next to you.
Yeah,
What-
this is a
what?
magical effect. I think that we might have traveled through something that is magical. It's hard to do Ralph's voice and shout at the same time.
I'm stretching your acting abilities.
They're not designed in such ways they would shout. It'd be more like if they were being angry, like Roar! They would
I
like.
try and maneuver the boat to see if there's any way I can get out it.
If you point the boat other ways, I can maybe tell when it stops.
Yeah, I'm going to do. I'm going to try and maneuver the boat.
That is not a problem.
Say to Janice, keep
So,
an eye on an object.
Who is next to Ralph at this point?
So Janice and Ronan.
So Janice and Ronan, right? Hold on to that now, right? I need all three of yous to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Someone should try and cast magic into the rain and see if anything
Nice.
happens.
Right, so
17.
9 for Ronan,
25.
17 for
I got a
Janice,
9 with a natural
and a
one.
25 for you. Right, okay.
Oh shit, James.
So, apparently, number 14 on the wild magic table. You are 14. You automatically cast the confusion spell on you, centered upon you within a 10-foot radius. So, Sir Janice and Ronan are now confused. Roll me a d10, please.
I love it.
Again, I've got my eyes closed and my ears covered.
Yeah,
Are you guys taking us out?
it makes sense. It does make
I'm not
sense.
sure what's happening.
Foxtrot uniform, Charlie Kilo.
So Sir Janice rolled a 2,
10.
and you got a 10. Okay. Ronan, you can act.
What was the DC if Sir Janice the Grande, the greatest bard in the world, got like?
It was
really
in.
high.
It was an 18. It was DC was 18.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so we just missed it. So Ronan, the creature can act and move normally. You are absolutely fine. So Janice, however, the creature does not move or take actions this turn. So you are confused at this point. You cannot do anything until you make another wisdom saving throw to see if you can resist its effects.
At the end of the game.
You have this, for 30 days.
So
I'm just going to be sitting there watching the rain go up as you guys all talk.
Ted,
As I shout very loudly.
the old Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we now have a blind and deaf turtle. We have a confused orc.
On my chin.
Ronan, yeah, you're absolutely fine at this point. You feel the spell take effect. You feel something happen, but you kind of shake it off and realise, nope, I need to get to the helm.
Yeah, I am going to try
Raindrops
and
keep
get to the
going up
helm.
my nose.
Yeah,
So
Well,
I'll have just
move the
got
boat.
up.
okay.
I'm going to move the boat away and just try and keep note of somewhere as where we're facing.
So,
If it lessens, I will be like, go that way. So I'm assuming he's going to like try and go around a bit. And
Yeah.
I'm
Got
like,
your eyes closed.
at this point, when you
it's
go
like,
to,
if it lessens, I'll be
yeah.
able to tell it's getting less bright.
at this point, you'll see
Oh, it's fine.
as
Oh my God, it's fine.
the helm is starting to pull against you, so you're gonna have to try and fight your way out of this.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you see the rain so Janice will notice this, as will you, Ronan, because Ralph can't. You'll see the rain just come up and it starts to go, and then just and start move to your immediate left. It's just flying across the flying across space now at this point.
Okay.
You've got a high enough passive perception that you notice that the rain is no longer falling up, but it's falling into you face on.
Right.
Yeah.
Even me as well, I noticed that.
Oh yeah. It's very noticeable now.
Right. So I'm
Do
just going
I-
to break myself behind the wheel and try.
Yeah, that's cool.
turn it.
Make me strength saving throw if you can, just to see if you can keep on the course that Sir Janice had you on, which might necessarily not be the right way. However,
Strength saving throw.
yeah, strength saving throw. Nyla, what were you saying, my dear?
I was just
23.
wondering if. Shit. If I'll have maybe heard about something like this, or well, I don't think I'll have seen it, but heard of some kind of weird magic-y.
If you would like to make me a Arcana check with a higher DC or a History check with a slightly lower DC.
I got. I'm doing Arcana because I'm good at that.
Yep.
21.
21. Yeah, you know what this is. It's just a random wild magical effect. It is just a simple magical bubble, which is very rare. But sometimes you've heard of sailors sailing into these kind of magical effects, which just ruin everything. It could be anything from slight weather effects like this to losing whole months lost in a bubble. You have no idea what it can do and what its effects are. However, yeah, if it's this and you think it is, you need to be on edge.
Yeah. Guys, we need to get out of this thing.
You came
What
back
do you think I was trying to do?
Dangerous.
What do you think I'm trying to do? As I'm holding on to the wheel, trying to get it out, watching what
I will
Ralph
go.
doing.
Alright.
I will go and assist.
So Janice, if you would like to make me a
can't
wisdom saving
remember
throw
your
again.
name.
No.
What's
Uh,
your
Ronan, you're holding with the 23.
Ronan, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
holding
oh, I
on to the
forgot.
wheel. You're keeping it as straight as you feel you're keeping it. You just
Yeah.
don't know if you're going in the right direction. Yeah, just
That's
failed
number
again.
17.
Yeah, just failed again. You're still confused. Still, oh, as the rain is
But
currently
doesn't this-
right against your face.
Doesn't this usually
Janice,
go
are you
down?
okay?
I think
Janice?
this is
I'm
meant
just
to be
gonna be
going
like this.
down.
Like, are you okay?
I'm with
Hello?
you. I'm gonna
Um,
go, give him a slap! Slap him out of it!
I will slap him.
Gaz, you are currently incapacitated right now, as there is a loud screeching noise just coming through your head. Yeah,
I'll curl up on the floor kind of thing. And I'll,
yeah.
I'll just walk back and
Yeah,
forth.
Melgrim, your good friend, is currently holding his ears, lying on the floor in the fetal position. Interestingly enough, one of the tieflings as well, one of the tieflings from one of your crew, not one of the crew, one of the passengers is also having the similar effect. Ralph, you are also getting this same similar screech as it starts to pierce through you.
Would
Okay.
I recognise this as the fact that it's happening to several people? Would I know this is magic?
You can give me an insight check.
I would assume it's.
You can
You
assume.
would assume it was the
Certainly
demon
assume.
porridge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think maybe what type of magic maybe would be.
Well, if you're going to do that, Arcana, and it's a stupidly high DC.
Alright, I'll just do insight. 7.
They are in pain. They are in pain.
If you
Beans! Oh no!
Oh god, the mung beans!
Beans!
stop it.
I've got to kind of like grab Gaz and I'm going to start slapping him in the face, going, "You're fine."
So Janice, you also start to start to pick up the screech through your head because you also have a magical you're magically innate, so you start to pick up the scream. It's not as loud, but it's enough to do you real damage.
Through the intense pain, do I recognise that Melgrim is hitting me right now, or am I able to tell?
No,
anything?
is searing white hot pain, and you're nothing but pain right now. You're a big ball of pain.
Right, I don't recognise that this is like a friend helping me out right now, so I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at whatever's touching me right now.
Excellent. May roll me a D100.
A D100?
Yes.
Okay.
Just using the magical.
So I got a 92.
Oh no, that doesn't sound
That's
good
too
at
high,
all.
innit? That's
If you're seeing the wild magic table, man, it could be anything.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Could be anything, yeah.
Numbers don't seem to hold relevance. I
High
think
numbers would be
101.
That's too high, innit? I'm fucked.
Oh, this is interesting.
Change gender.
Right.
Oh,
Excellent.
That would
No, I've got it. Right, so you're screaming. You throw the Eldritch Blast. It hits the steel pot, the iron cast pot with the porridge is in. It comes over, flows as if it's following you, as if it was meant to be, as if it was fated, and the pot of the burning hot porridge lands on you, fully in. Bum, you are in fire. You are screaming bloody murder. Melgrum.
Cooking is killing me.
You can't say shit with that on your head.
You then immediately take a heart attack and die.
Fuck you, guys. There's your destiny right there.
Wins.
That'll be fun.
Right, cool.
Yeah,
So
you just
next
start.
week,
You
yeah.
you hear the stop screaming, Melgrum. He immediately dies.
I am going to start like.
Where's he
Uh,
actually
no,
die?
CPR.
Richard,
Yep.
can I use my ability that happens when I die?
No.
Basically,
I'm
I'll,
looking up CPR right now, and I will attempt to do lay on hands.
you
The-
may not have to.
So this is a thing,
Do
right?
you know that he's
Let
dying?
him do his thing. Let him use his special ability.
Yeah. What is your special ability?
It's
He gets a massive erection. And
No.
No,
Good
no,
luck,
because
buddy.
there's a
I'll defy death, literally.
defy death.
Once per long rest, you gain 1d8 plus 2 HP when you succeed a death saving throw. Do I get any death saving throws?
This is.
You get decapitated. You get death saving throws.
This is a
Yes.
spare the dying. This is a spare the dying thing. This is a magical effect. I'm going to say no
Okay.
because
This is funnier.
because something it kind of is. We'll get to this. So
Is Guy's gonna come back undead or some shit?
I'm already at.
we will find out. However,
He's gonna be a soul, and I'm gonna. Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry.
that was rough. This is funnier, but trust me. Right, so yeah, what's everyone else doing at this point?
Is it getting quieter the more they
Just
can steer
like-
the ship further away?
Passion his heart.
Right,
Did I hear the
Yes, goddamn.
screaming below deck?
yes, you will have heard the screaming below deck.
I will go below deck to see
You will
what was
you will
screaming.
go down.
Will I recognise that it was Gaz specifically?
No, you recognise it as Melgrum screaming.
Live, goddammit!
Melgrum is currently trying to do the precordial thump on Gaz's heart right now as we speak.
Oh, don't kill him!
Right, at that moment, Gaz, I need you to roll me a D100.
Yep. 91. What the fuck?
What the
Yeah,
fuck,
baby.
mate?
It. Oh!
What is it? What is it?
It's just like insta death or something.
You
I'm
come.
killing- If I'm dying, I'm taking all these with me.
There is a magical glow that just kind of surrounds Gaz. It's almost like Doctor Who coming back into a new life as he comes back
Oh, that's cool.
completely and utterly human from the reincarnate spell that happened. God damn it, of all the fucking numbers, and you roll a fucking basic human bitch. Oh, that is of all the
He got both him.
of all the things you could have came back as, you come back as a bog standard human again. That is annoying. That is just fucking annoying.
My body changes, but then it just... it's
Yeah,
just
so
stays the
you can
same.
change your appearance, but you're still human. So your
1
opponent.
inch taller.
Yeah.
That's it, 1 inch taller.
Oh,
and your
actually.
fingers go slightly.
Actually,
We just see a
I
slot
have
machine of different bodies,
I
and
have
then you
something
set
for
up-
this. Actually, this might work. This might work still in my
You can
favour.
go for gender. It comes back as a bog standard human. You didn't say male or female.
This is true, but there's also
Slightly thinking, actually. This
there
is
is also
interesting.
something about this, and
He's
I'm
coming back as Gazette.
right.
Are determined
You
not to
come
pass
back.
the test.
Slightly older, slightly greyer.
Oh,
Your eyes are bright red. Your eyes are bright. They're now coloured back red, and you are completely bald.
oh shit.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
Penis, bigger, smaller.
We're speedrunning this.
Roll a d6 and
He
tell me
doesn't
odds or
have one.
evens.
He has
Does
to
it-
do
He
it.
doesn't have one.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Does it do I level up?
No.
Because I'm older.
No.
You level down.
Um,
What happens in real life.
Your
However-
strength goes down by 2.
Yeah. Although, who'd you call him?
Oh, what shit happens?
Who'd you call him? Lee has brought up an interesting question of he wants to know if your penis is bigger or smaller. If you want to find out, you can roll a d6 and give me odds or evens, and we'll find out.
No, I don't want to find out.
think-
No, we're okay. Always.
I will regret,
Guys, we'll
I
check
will
that
regret
later.
this, but when he was dying or dead, Melgrim did try to cast a spell on him, and I'm guessing it means there's going to be
Was it inflict
wild
wounds?
magic.
What spell did you cast?
I tried to cast Lay on Hands.
Excellent, you beautiful bastard. We'll say with the lay on hands, you're back up to full health, mate, but you're currently unconscious. However, roll me a d100.
Which I'm guessing
Fucking
Nyla has
hell.
just seen Melgrim casting magic.
Please roll a 90.
I'm gonna change my picture quickly.
Roll a 90.
This is his priority. Oh, 2 seconds. D100. It's 82.
82.
How old?
I would say
He's a boy.
50. You're about 50 odds now. You're middle
Oh,
age.
man.
82, you said?
Guys,
82.
Oh, roll again. That's boring. You can take one. You can take one additional action immediately. No, re-roll that.
yeah, the action should roll again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's basically roll again.
We're spending the rest of the session. I cast a spell like this. Fuck you, that's right.
Yeah, because I want to now. 89.
89.
Right. So as soon as you cast Lay on Hands, you start to hear Gaz breathe and go, "Oh, thank God!" and you disappear in front of Nyla. Just disappear in front of everybody.
Wait, who disappears? Malgrim?
Melgrim, he's disappeared.
Oh, fuck. What did you do?
I mean, guys, all of our problems are solved.
Everyone.
No,
What's the
it's
issue
so
here?
confusing now.
Yeah. There's all our problems are
He
solved.
just goes in full. You murdered him. You stole his life to survive again.
You came back older for some reason.
Yep. So yeah.
Came back.
Yeah, Melgrim just disappears in front of you, Nyla. But from here on in, although it won't matter to you now, Gaz, the silent it becomes completely silent again. As the magical innate thing just disappears. So you can see, you can hear again. You can hear
Hello?
again.
Hello.
However,
Hello.
you are currently helming.
Need a new voice, yeah.
Ronan, you are currently helming. If you could you roll me a d20?
Malgrim.
What's that?
As he's doing this, because of the fact that I started getting that pain in my ears, could I try another wisdom save to shake this confusion?
Yes. See if you get another. See if you get
Don't do
17 again.
17,
I swear to
anything
Aisha.
Oh no, don't do this to me.
Oh, you're doubly confused. We're doubling down on this. Ah.
Is he getting
Your drill starts to
points?
go. Ah.
Don't give him ideas, Rachel. Don't give him
Psychic
ideas.
damage.
What the fuck, Rachel?
Losing intelligence points.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, Melgrim's disappeared.
I'm just Malgrim.
I noticed that he's
buddy.
disappeared.
You're just starting to come back around, Gaz.
Gaz? Huh?
Hello.
Gaz? Is that you?
What do you mean? Of course it's me.
Gaz, you sound a little bit different.
Why have you got a sore back?
You hear that, Nyla? You hear that?
Why does my back hurt so much?
You hear that? Why have you got a sore back? You hear that?
Malgrim?
Yeah. Melgrim is currently invisible for the next minute.
Oh,
Melgrim?
Malgrim's here. He's here. I heard him. He's here.
I'm sorry I can't see him. My eyes, they're all. I can't.
I think
I
he's
brought
invisible.
the spirit realm. They're not happy with you.
Damn it!
I need my moisturizer. My hands. Look at my hands.
You are
This is
grey.
ridiculous.
It is not
Guys,
fully grey, but your skin is old. It's almost grey.
guys, you have no hair.
Ronan, what did you roll?
Well,
Where's
15.
your hair?
A 15.
Guys?
Right.
Well, I
Uh,
had little hair to begin with. Oh
You had
God.
loads of hair.
I had a skinhead. It's fine.
you got a couple of
Really?
you've got a couple of bridges now of skin, but it's not Klingon-esque, but it's almost there. It's, oh my god.
This is gonna save you in so many reasons.
Yeah, you're
How's
tried
his
and true.
athletics gone down?
You're getting us through, so you've done. You need one more success to pass through this bubble.
Nice.
So we'll get to that in a minute, though. We just want to see what else happens in this this facade of what the fuckery.
Should I try and dispel this?
As he shouts into the middle to no one.
Lewis, you just left me here.
I'm going, Ralph, do something.
You heard that?
Do something. What should I do?
I don't know to spell this goddamn thing.
Okay. We cast dispel at level 4.
Amazing! Roll me a D100.
No idea what's happening.
Did you say?
24.
34. What we got?
My one
So
level spell.
Janet's going, cast spell?
Yeah. Roll that again. That's a free pass.
Oh, boring. 35.
Oh, actually, okay, we'll keep that. 35. Right, roll a d10.
5.
5. Oh, so okay. Yeah,
A gnome.
the spell goes off. Yeah.
Did it?
If anything,
It's still alive.
if anything, you feel the water stop and just go, "Woo," and then all of a sudden, boom! It just drops as if gravity has just started to take hold. The rain is hitting. It's like hail. It's hurting you. If you're above ship, please take Please take 4 bludgeoning damage as the water just comes in, pelts you, it starts to slightly splinter some of the bits of the ship in places as the water just comes down at not almost like a waterfall, but it's heavier. You're on high.
My shield above my head. I'm just gonna drop the concentration as detect magic because it's not doing anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's so loud.
Oh, so you open up and you can see now the water. It's almost like a gel-less water, but it's boom and it's just hitting. It's not even splashing. It's just bobbling and foiling and kind of pulling.
And I'll go over beside Ronan and I'll like kind of hold the shield above both of us.
Yeah.
It's not like that thing. I guess I'll try. And
We'll say for that you're effectively okay for the damage. You'll be okay from the damage. However, as you come up, Ralph is noticeably younger. It's almost as if. I mean, if you were to be if you were a turtle expert, you would say he's almost aged 5 years younger.
I was gonna say I was waiting on him being like a kid.
His skin is even though turtle skins are quite wrinkly at the best of times, this is particularly kind of finer skin. His skin is lighter. His shell is a little bit less damaged. He looks fine. He's got a glow about him, a healthy, youthful glow.
Okay.
Shit.
I can't wait for
He's
him and
still
Gaz
a
to
turtle, yes.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh wow.
Guys,
Yeah.
definitely
He's a lot more.
life out
Yeah.
of you.
He's a lot more green and a lot less brown now. Because brown comes with age. But he's a more youthful green.
A mossy green.
Aw. Ralph's Ralph's a young one again.
So whatever your age was there, Ralph,
Man.
you have decreased in age by 5.
Okay. I was
Cause,
actually
yeah, because that is a roll a d10. Your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. If it's odd, you get younger by a minimum of 1. If the roll is even, you get older. So
just to clarify, I've went from 117 to 112.
yeah, he's a youthful, sprightly 112.
It was those years were rough though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Rottweiler at every house, delivering hand-rolled scrolls. 5 mile between houses.
Yep, all uphill, both ways.
Yep.
Yep, okay, yeah. Seems like move is on. Oh, elbow's just pretty good, actually.
yeah, I'm not got that tennis elbow anymore. However, more noticeable is the water is starting to pull and it's starting to get heavier as you see the bow of the ship just go. It starts to fold in on itself. Anyone below deck will notice the wood is starting to splinter at the bottom as the water for whatever reason. You can hear dun 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 dun. It doesn't. You can't tell from this position. All you can tell is the top, the ceiling from where you are is starting to bend in.
I'm gonna start running up to deck.
I'm gonna try and sort of try and so I can maneuver and tilt the boat so I can get the water to run off it, stop it from.
As a dangerous maneuver, are you sure you want to be doing that?
I don't want to do it too much, but I kind of want to try and stop the water from.
Well, we can make this a check to see if you get out as well. So if you want to make it, just roll me a d20.
Okay.
You fail and
So you pass. So you've already passed one, so the DC is slightly easier, and you technically haven't lost. Is that a 3? That's a fail. Oh, that's a fail. Yeah. You go, okay, so you turn the wheel and all of a sudden it's oh no.
Oh crap.
The chains came loose. Oh no. Yeah, use you and Ralph here. This is a oh no, that can't be good.
It's not good.
Well, that's not good.
I'm just gonna look at Melgrim and say, shall we get people up?
how can you look at Melgrim?
Are you not next to me?
No, Melgrim has ran up to the top. Oh, and you can't because he's invisible.
You said it only lasted a minute.
Yeah. Still within the minute. Actually, you know what? It's dropped now. It's dropped now as you go up. It's shoom, and they go, haha, and then the water hits you. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna look at old man Gaz instead with the scary red eyes
Yep.
and say to him, shall we get the people on the top of the boat? Because you know this shit might crush us if we're not careful. And you look real old now, Gaz. Like, real old. I'm kind of worried about you.
So am I.
And them eyes aren't doing you any favours.
Oh,
You might want to just close your eyes, actually.
what's wrong with my eyes?
It's fine. He's just going to eat a few souls. He'll feel better.
Yeah, it's fine.
They're just pure red.
My best quality is my eye color.
Not anymore.
It was.
Sorry, dude.
Gaz, you don't really look like yourself anymore.
What do I look like?
An old man with red eyes.
I'm not gonna help Nyla. I'm gonna run and try and find the mirror.
Yeah, you run back to your room. Yep.
I'm definitely still Gaz.
You find your room. You find the broken bit of mirror that you had from last night's escapades. Yeah, you are older. You have ridges. You have bright red eyes, and your skin is as grey as your hands is. You look completely different.
I try to
Almost as if you've been reincarnated.
I try to calm myself.
Yeah,
and I'll try and spend an hour trying to calm myself, and I'll try and speak to my patron.
Excellent.
When I can.
Okay. Ronan, you're still at the helm. The wheel is loose. It is not tautened. It is very hard. It's just spinning now, doing nothing.
We're gonna have to
I'm
run
gonna
downstairs.
quickly go and get any bits of rope I can to try and steer with the sails.
But yeah, certainly, if you want to do that, okay, make me a
I'm gonna
strength
go and try
saving
and
throw.
mend the chain, like, I'm just gonna mend the chain.
So
That's
you're
cool.
gonna get
Yeah.
ending.
So if you go down,
Oh yeah,
That's a cantrip, I'll be fine.
you know what? I was just going to say the chain has just came loose. However, no, I like this idea better. Roll me a D100 if you're mending.
I'm gonna go and find it. If it's just like fell off, I'll just put it back.
Oh, no. I like your idea much better. If you could cast mending for me. The chain has snapped. We'll say the chain has snapped, but it's hanging on by a thread, but it's not catching on.
I guess this chain was that a necklace chain we were steering the fucking. It should be a big giant.
It's
chain,
almost like that. Almost like that. It's around about the size of that. It's around the size of your hand. But one of the links is really, really close to breaking and snapping now because it's catching in one of the mechanisms as you're turning. So you would have to, I don't know, mend it.
Understanding none of how this works. I'm like, okay, that bit's broken. I'm gonna look around and see if there's an emergency repair kit for the chain. Is there one?
Roll me make me a perception check. I'm going to tell you right now, there is not. There is none. So you can roll if you want. There is an emergency kit. None of which is a welding iron or for chains.
Is there a book on how to fix this without using magic?
There is a huge tome, but it just says nope, it's not happening.
why is that?
It's the language I don't speak.
Yeah, it's all in Abyssal.
Okay,
That's
go over.
happening as well. Like
Oh,
that's
you're steering the ship with the sails.
I hope you're steering the ship.
I think all want to be everywhere. Let me do my thing. So
Yeah.
I go over like, okay, this is gonna go bad.
Roll me a D100. You have fixed the chain. You will notice now that the wheel stops spinning and is held.
12. That's pretty low. That means good.
Oh yeah, it's got to be good, right?
Bed immediately. Bed, no reincarnation.
Instant death.
Yeah.
Roll a D10.
Gonna get older.
I was laughing at this as you actually get older too.
If you roll odd, right? Okay.
I rolled even. I was on the 4.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. So you go, okay, and then all of a sudden you feel yourself go as your head hits the floor, hits a little bit of the wood. You go, ow! You look up.
Yeah.
No, you have grown 4 inches.
Shit. God damn.
I'm just going to start pouring getting a bucket and trying to get the water out.
Yeah.
Fairness,
Can I
mate,
just
only good
cast
things have
shatter because
happened
it's the
to
only
me.
spell I have and I want to roll a 100?
You're just gonna crash shatter for no reason.
It's going to be like, you have a plus 40 strength as you become very muscular.
you do know there is a chance you can die.
Yeah, but I
There's a
want to
chance
roll
we
one
become
because it
awesome,
looks
though.
really
We've
cool.
seen what we gas.
I cast shatter out into the ocean.
For what purpose? If you can give me a reason, a valid reason as to why you would want to cast shatter in the middle of the Ionic Ocean.
Nyla wants to see if it's just magic casters that get affected.
Fuck it, why not? Okay, as you cast shatter, roll me a D100. If you don't have if you don't have 2d10, it's fine. Just roll one d10 first, and that'll be your tens, and then we can roll your units again. So
just
76. Why the fuck not?
That's where she changes race and she's cured her changelingness.
Right.
The
So
whole story changes.
so we'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah. So I was going to say Van in there. It's Melgrim. Melgrim, you start to put some of the water overboard. It is really heavy, so it's going to take a lot of your strength. If you can make me a strength check, please.
Just a straight check.
Yeah, the water is pliable. You're able to pick it up without it being proper water. If you know what I mean, it's almost like a kind of ooze. It's kind of solid-ish.
Heavy jelly.
I only got 10 for that.
Now, it takes you some time. You come up next to Nyla, you go, right, and you throw a bit over. It's not enough to start to do anything about that. However, Ronan, could you roll me a d20? Nyla, as you cast Shatter as the water goes over, all of a sudden there is this blinding light that just seems to centre on Nyla. Melgrim, you're currently blinded. As for the next, let's say 30 minutes, Nyla glows with a bright light in a 30-foot radius from out with anyone within 5 feet of her immediately becomes blinded. So, there's light everywhere.
Nyla's gonna do this again.
You did not get a 1, did you? It's not going well. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
She realised
you're still in the bubble.
Shining really bright. She goes, "Oh, what do I do?" And she's gonna cast it again to see if she can stop it.
Come to that.
Because she doesn't really
Actually,
understand magic.
that could actually work into this nat 1. Okay, so you cast Shatter. You cast it way too close to the ship. Not realising, because this is blinding light. This is blinding you almost.
Oh yeah.
But it was a case of and you knock the ship. All of a sudden, you see the water start to rise again as if gravity's hit. And as soon as Shatter hits, your ship's here. It's pointing towards you. Shatter comes here and just knocks you. You start to rise 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet up off of the canopy. And you can feel this almost tension as you start to, as if something as if you're processing or kind of passing through a bubble. Then all of a sudden it's as the ship just and just lands in the Iron Oak Ocean. Roll a d20. Someone roll a d20. Give me odds or evens. Don't say anything.
16.
Doesn't matter. Roll it again.
I'll roll it again.
Someone say odds or evens.
Evens.
What'd you get?
1.
Right. So the ship is capsized. It just lands on its side. Still, roll a d100 for me because you did cast Shatter within the bubble.
I thought that was what the blindness thing was about.
Oh no, it was. And then she cast it again.
She doesn't really understand magic. That's my logic, and she's trying to stop herself from being shiny.
10. Roll that again. I think that's a boring one. Although, no. That's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. So, oh my god. So he's just starting to fly, and all of a sudden you're going, he's just spiraling. All of a sudden, you're just grabbing onto anything. You're screaming. All of a sudden, 5, 6, 7, 8 magic missiles just come out flying from your mouth. It's just as you cast magic missile at level 5. As magic missiles just come out.
Who was all on deck when the ship capsized?
Me.
Ronan. Ralph.
I wasn't on deck. I was on the.
Alright. Oh, that's right. Nyla and Sir Janice. For purposes of this, we will say the ship was spinning too quickly for you to actually be able to be flung from the ship. So it's, but you're on your side. You are now currently on your side. You are out the bubble, and you're about to lose a day's travel because of the fucking bubble. I've had my fun.
I'm still shiny.
Yeah, you are. You're very much still shiny.
I go and get like a thick tarp and just kind of put it over her. Close your eyes.
I'm just like a beacon now.
Your customers are not too happy.
Don't worry, we got you through the dangerous bubble.
What bubble? What bubble is this? What bubble are you talking about? We know nothing about a bubble.
An experienced crew was here to save you. If this had been any amateurs, then you would all surely die. So I just want to be clear, we won't charge you extra for this. But
Ronan, please, avoid the bubble.
To be fair, it wasn't Ronan's fault.
It wasn't my
Ralph is
fault.
stating that we're professionals, as he's stating
You-
all that.
You
I
sail-
am. I'm still standing there like in the confusion. So there's this like drool running out the mouth of the guy that usually points them in the direction. as
We're
he's saying
professionals!
Look what you've done to poor Sir Janice. He doesn't know what's up or down, and I can't see him.
Actually, with
He
that,
was willing to take a hit for the you all. He put himself in the way of danger to make sure it didn't hit any of the passengers.
make
I
a
just wanna say
persuasion.
that-
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Sir Janice, with the leaving of the bubble, you instinctively pick up north, which alleviates the confusion.
I think they're buying it.
Yeah. See the shit you're selling? They ain't buying it.
I'm gonna immediately head back to the helm then and just try and get us back on the right direction. Just immediately pick up.
You notice you're on your side. The side, the ship is on its side. It's
In my
capsized.
defense, I'm still waking up at this point.
Yeah.
Right. Now, just so I understand the mechanics of these ships, right?
Yes.
Is there something that keeps us from sinking? Is it like some kind of like magical like stone system, like sky ships that like something
No.
just be, or is it just like they're just boats that go on trees?
Yeah, they are boats on trees. There is certain circumstances that will make you sink. Like I say, if the canopy is too thin, you see the boat will start to sink a wee bit, but it will still usually, if the wind is hard and you're still travelling, you can still cut through. 9 times out of 10, if it's stopped, it'll just start to sink because the canopy, or depending on the level of branches that are kind of latticed or controlled. Currently, you're coming up to the Empire. You're a days away, and you're still a days away, but it is a thicker canopy around this area. So you will know this, Melgrim. You will also know this, Sir Janice, because you've been to the Empire before. So, so you know that you're in a safest, if you could call it safe. You're in a safe-ish area. It's not too hard to recapsize, to right a ship, especially on its side. Yeah, to right it. Like I say, rope. Enough for you to pull it. As long as you've got enough foot tread, you're able to try and get it back
Ballast,
over.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Everybody go to the other side, create ballast, and we'll tip over.
It's actually pretty smart, Jim.
That is actually a very good idea.
Yeah, I do that thing that he just said.
Yeah. We will say, roll me a d10, Ronan, because it is your idea, and we'll say that's how many hours you lose instead of the 20 hours you were about to. The d20 hours you were about to lose.
18.
No. Roll just a d10.
I rolled
Oh,
18 on my team. Like, what the fuck?
5. That's fine. So it takes you a while. 5 hours. You think, come on, there's got to be enough weight, but eventually you get to a point where you're like that, and you're just running back and forth to try and right it.
Yeah.
But it's just not tipping at points, and then you get that sweet spot, and it lands back on its side. You honestly think it's about to go over the other side, but it kind of settles. But you've lost. That's not too bad. You've only with the bubble. That's a good point.
It was 3 months with the bubble, and then you.
Well, I was about. This is the thing. Roll me a d66. Anybody, someone pick. Don't all roll a d66 at once.
Who's rolling?
Who would like to?
not.
Not me.
Not me.
I will roll a d66.
Yeah, Ralph will roll a d66.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll remember how to do it.
So you're wanting between you're
1d66.
you're effectively wanting between 20 and 40.
I got 28.
Fine, you're absolutely fine. You've lost no time. It was normal time as per. It might have felt like hours, but it was literally just a couple of minutes. So, eventually the light fades from Nyla. Yeah.
Her eyes go dark and she passes away. Okay.
Yeah. Just she's no longer radiating light. You are back on your
Yeah,
way.
she's dead on the
You've
ground.
lost 12, 14 hours from this little adventure. I don't want you to get used to roll another d20 to see what the weather conditions are. We'll just say you're fine. If there's anything you want to do at this point and talk, you certainly can.
Do you know how he joked about spending the whole session on the ship?
How much damage did Shatter do at the side of the ship?
Roll me a D100.
The damage it would do is
This is this is 17. It didn't do much.
It would do 3d8.
No, it did 17, so that maybe kind of works out. It did 17 damage. It wasn't the most powerful. However, you noticed, you probably surmise, because you're an intelligent turtle. You're a learned scholar.
But well-educated turtle,
yeah.
not intelligent.
Well educated.
And now you're a younger and taller turtle.
When you seen the water start to rise again, you seen there must have been a lighter gravity all of a sudden. So when Shatter hit, it just kind of sent the ship flying. So it wasn't much damage, but it was a bigger impact than it should have been.
I will break a table with somebody's help, and I will kind of like cut it out and like use some mending.
Not mending, yeah. I was gonna say mending, yeah. That's fine, yeah. We can see you gain half of those back. I should have said you've got 150 hit points. You've got 150 hit points on the hull of the ship. I should have said that. Access denied.
When the light fades from Nyla, you will see an elf there instead of a tiefling.
Okay.
I was ready to say Melgrim. You will see Melgrim.
No, the time's passed
Yeah,
now.
and
it would be funny.
yeah, and when Gaz comes out of his room, you don't see Gaz. It's someone totally different when Gaz's clothes.
Yeah, Gaz looks different. I say as an elf.
Now you notice, Nyla, Ralph also looks different. He looks 5 years younger and about 4 inches taller.
Ralph, what's happening?
Well, as far as I can tell, we passed through a magical field that only bestowed gifts upon you if you use magic.
This is when Gaz comes up. Oh my god!
Okay. I think perhaps this could have been some kind of random, and I was just lucky twice.
Point time. They're scary. The eyes, Ralph, the eyes.
Now I'm gonna be honest. Most humans kind of look the same to me. Can you explain the differences?
Oh sweet Jesus!
No, he was bald anyway.
Guys, I thought you had hair.
I had a little hair. It was kind of like how
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of hair.
Someone that would tend to be a monk would
Yeah.
be like Brenton kind of thing. I don't know.
Your eyes look real fucked up, but human eyes are always red. Is that like a common thing with humans? Does his eyes have a pupil, or is it just a red eye?
Oh no, it's a pupil.
I thought you said it was a red eye.
The pupil's red, so not the entire eye's red.
Yeah, the irises are red. The pupil is still there.
Oh yeah, in that case I wouldn't even notice it. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what guys look like.
I wouldn't have been that freaked out then.
Can I say, do I look like myself but older, or do I look like someone else who's older?
You look totally different.
I don't like this.
Me neither.
Well,
yeah, can you warlocks not to cast disguise self and just make yourself look the same? I'm not sure.
I don't even feel like Gaz, to be honest. I feel different.
Oh my god, as you became neurotypical.
Ha
How do you feel about all the
fucking hell, man.
All the travesties? You have a different brain, so yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That is a terrifying thought right there, isn't it? Imagine taking all your thoughts and experiences and put it in a brain that worked differently.
That would be fucked up.
Well,
the words "no, thank you"
that
to mind.
technically is reincarnation, right?
Yeah. So I mean, it was a serious question. It's like, his brain won't work the same.
I'm so.
How would you see?
I feel scared. I feel scared of like my mortality. I feel like.
Gaz, speak to the cool dude that was nice with the book.
I begin to speak, and it becomes out as
All
like
the passengers just go, "Summon the demon." Okay, cool.
it kind of comes out as like another language kind of thing. I'm like, what the fuck am I speaking? Like,
Yeah.
That's Elvish. Speak back to him.
what? What am I saying? Please help me!
Yeah.
Now becomes baffled by all new technology.
Is that
Refuses
okay?
to accept it.
Am I okay like having another language, or is that?
Yeah, if you want to pick another language, you certainly can.
I'll say Elvish. Why not?
Yeah.
I speak
So you can
Elvish
no
now for
longer
some
speak
reason.
Abyssal.
I don't like that. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought so.
Redcon.
No, thank you.
I don't want
Do
that.
over.
Change my mind.
However, so yeah, with that, yeah, there's that was a turn up for the books. I'm gonna may have to change the name of this episode. I'm sure Mary will do it when she's she's putting it up, because Welcome to the Empire, it certainly wasn't. Wow, what a welcome.
I think we've got like almost 50 minutes.
We got another hour, yeah. We got another hour to fuck this shit up.
We can get there.
I've got a good
Yeah.
bombshell to end on kind of thing. Where
Well, we're not ending yet. Don't worry. We're not ending yet. No. You've still got an hour.
I'll save it for later.
Why would we end it now? Do you know the time?
Wait a minute. Can I
I know,
just
that's
press
what I was
pause?
saying. I thought it was weird.
Can I just press pause and go to world map and go to fast travel?
Yeah. Oh no, you're over encumbered. You're not allowed to fast travel when you're over encumbered, mate. Sorry.
You can't fast travel when enemies are near and there's like one small crab really far away.
There's a gas here that seems to be
It's not a
provoking.
crab. It's not a crab. It's just a very angry treagle.
Oh yeah. The Treagle has not been happy since he was stuck to the mast, hugging it as you were going through the bubble. Going,
I'm gonna try and climb up and get the treagle. Come on.
No. He is not moving. He's a.
The treagle
Is he
that
actually
the treagle
shooting
Ronan
us?
shot was its wife.
So, we will say the rest of the day can go out with a hit, without a hitch if you're wanting. We will say though that you will probably be coming in early evening into the Empire's waters. At this point,
I'm still going to be up there and stealing the ship.
yeah, that's fine. You'll be obviously taking turns. So who will be at the helm as you start to make, or as you come to land ho?
Well, Janus, the ground in the greatest part in the world. Might I ask, is there a quieter port or berth that we can take? Perhaps one that travel by the larger ships? Or is it just
Is
as
that
one main
something
port
I-
area?
Is that something I would? Yeah.
Officially, you know. In fact, maybe give us a history check.
Guidance. Have a real good think about this, Goddess Commander.
Is that a D8 or a D4 you're giving him?
Yeah, okay, I'm giving the D8 for myself.
You know you get that once a day.
I don't care, it's mine.
It's just not sharing your toys.
Operations more often. Come on, bud.
So that was a 12 plus the D8, which is an 8. Excellent. So that takes me to 20.
Actually, yeah, fucking hey, that's good. Officially, no. All ships have to come in through this specific port because everybody and their grandmothers and everything that, you have to come through this because there is the border checks with the magical innate stuff. However, being part of or being once affiliated with the Cauldron, you do know that you were once taken through the back, round the back of the Empire into a bit. It is a couple of days' travel to get into the Empire. No, it's not. Sorry. It is half a day's travel. It's a half a day's travel to get back into the Empire proper, the actual city itself, because it's coming through a lot of mountainous regions where there are a lot of underground tunnels to get into, but the Cauldron do use it as smuggling ports. You're not entirely sure with that role where that port would be, though. Again, this was something you were... Yeah.
I feel like
would
now
also
we're
make people we have.
before.
I would also point out we have people on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got customers. Yeah, it's a good point.
Just dropped him off
To that point.
But
Yeah, I would just say at that point, in regards to not stepping on any toes, we would just have the main port. Any
That's
other
fine.
option would be too much trouble.
I was hoping for a quieter port. I'm not actually looking to move into the smuggler territory. It was just in case there was someone with less happening.
I
but-
never
That's fine.
said smuggler territory.
Sorry, the mysterious back door that only you know about.
Yeah. So, as the main sun
that's
starts
the
to come
exact
down, as the main sun starts to come down, and the other sun starts to come in from its from the east. Yeah, from the east, as it starts to come in and join it, it starts to get a little bit darker. If everyone can make me a perception check for whoever is on deck at this point.
Give myself a D4 get
I feel like I want to go
14?
sleep. Oh.
Yeah,
12.
18.
18. What did you get, Ronan?
9.
You got 9.
12.
12. Nyla?
14.
14. Gaz?
And a 10.
Yep, you got an 18, you got 10. Right, so anyone above 10. Yeah, for those who haven't been to the Empire before and those who have, it is a phenomenal sight. It is a mountain. It's almost reminds you again, Melgrum, of the Crackhammer Mountains, the dwarven areas. It's not the Crackhammers. I need to remember the name of it. I need to look it up again. But it almost reminds you, but it's not as quite as big. A lot of buildings, a lot of houses. Is a city. It is a city in all name, in all but name. It is. You haven't seen cities before. It's huge. It is almost an architectural like most. It's almost Roman Greek kind of architecture. In the way it's all columns, pillars, very symmetrical in buildings, and the way it's been built out. However, there is something strikingly different about it, especially from.
Dragon always being
Well, the Melgrum,
was a bit of attack, wasn't there?
Melgrum and Sir Janice will know, seeing this, that it looks remarkably different. There is several plumes of smoke coming up from several areas within the city itself. One of them bigger than the other, and it's just filling the air above it. As you say, as you remember.
Factory?
No,
I
as
say about
as you remember, as you quite remembered, Ralph, something did happen.
That's right, that guy that we found, and then I think he died when the ship got attacked.
He died, yeah, he died for sure.
It's a real shit. He was like going to be a little NPC friend, and instead he died.
'Cause
Yeah,
do you remember how you got him?
yeah, he got teleported into the back of a large stone that we had for teleportation.
That's
But we
right.
couldn't work out how to use it back and forth. He was in some kind of labyrinth.
yes.
I don't
Yeah,
know who
yeah.
I'm telling this to.
Wow, that was
Just
a
some
long time
random
ago.
passenger. So what happened is we had this. Anyway,
Poor
we had
Loxodon
to
just
find
looking,
this-
going.
Sometimes I get excited, like to give people exposition.
Yeah, remember everyone TripAdvisor.
Portable short journey. with the tastiest food you've ever had.
5 stars on ShipAdvisor.
TripAdvisor. Okay, just leave me alone. So, yeah, with that, you reckon you're about an hour away from making port, but yeah, it's worryingly so, Melgrum, especially for you. What did you get for your perception check, Melgrum?
12.
12. You'll know that one of the plumes of smoke is closer to the Watchers Arcade, which is where the Watchers are based. You can't tell if it's the arcade itself, but it is incredibly close.
Get me a scope.
Nala has one.
Nyla does have
There
one.
you go.
So they just kind of like, boom,
Yeah,
goes straight to
if you
D.
could make me a perception check with advantage.
Guidance, if you want it. Resist. Go resist. It's a wisdom saving 15.
Richard, I realised that Nyla turning into
18.
an elf would not have been a good idea in the slightest.
Yes, because one, you're surrounded by
uh,
people who know you as a tiefling.
Because, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
you
to
want
keep on
to
that
you
table.
can, if you want, you can turn into we can say you didn't turn into That's fine.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
You said it is
18.
canon.
Right.
Not
The Watcher's
very
Arcade
nice,
has not been breached. It is there is a lot of, from what you can tell, there is smoke and fire around it. So whatever happened, something may have happened there. However, from Ralph mentioning about the fact when you found that teleportation circle, the museum is indeed been raised. It's been raised to the ground. It's not because as soon as you notice, you go over. It's not too far away from the Watcher's Arcade, so you'll overlook the museum, and yeah, that is raised.
Just so I can understand this, is this the banners of the Empire? Was this an attack where people have taken over, or do you see anything to indicate that this place has been taken over some kind of other force? I'm assuming like the Empire would have flags flying or something.
I was gonna say, is this warfare or is this something else?
You can't tell from this far out. Even looking, you can. It's just a lot of smoke, a lot of debris, a lot of fire. Without being too
This
close.
was some time ago though.
Yes, it was. It was some time ago. This was.
It was a while ago. This attack, whatever attack.
It's almost a month now. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Can I take a look out and see if I can see any debris or anything like that?
Not
You should
from
check them.
at this point, not from where they are, unless you've got the scope. And even then, with Melgrim looking, he says again, the smoke is too much. It's not fire, it's smoke. I should probably point that out as well.
A lot of smoke.
Yeah.
And this happened a month ago, so I'm assuming.
One at a time,
Debris
guys.
coming, past any debris that might have been coming from it, like the people fleeing it in these boats or anything like that.
No, there's nothing like that at all. However, there is still ships in the harbour. It doesn't look as if anyone's fleeing the city. It just looks as if the city's been hit by something, or something has happened over the past maybe couple of weeks.
We find out when we get there.
Yeah.
Well, you're heading there anyway, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
So
I'm just trying to waste as much time of this episode before the end, so that we don't actually
I
use the
know.
Empire.
It's an episode.
That's why I said
yeah.
Well,
Speaking of which, Peach has suggested my bubble for this episode. I think we might actually do that. We'll call it my bubble from now on, because Welcome to the Empire. Oh, no, we'll keep it to Welcome to the Empire, and then we'll see what Mary decides from that. However,
Or youth is wasted on the young.
yeah, youth is wasted for sure.
That's very good.
Right, so just
From
last
young
couple
to
of questions.
For sure.
So we can see when you're looking through the scope, do you seen things like guards in the street, people in the street, were people hurrying? Was there any signs
Again,
of life?
Again, from that perception check, no, you couldn't see anything like that. It is late at night.
Like,
It is starting to come early evening. You're coming up late at night, so there'd be fewer folk on the streets, because again, with the Empire being the Empire, there is set curfews, especially because of that. And you could only imagine if you're, in fact, give us I don't want to say history because I don't want to default on history all the time, but it's the only one that makes sense. Give us a history check.
Who?
Melgrim.
Guards.
1d4 if that's the case.
Resist.
Oh, resist it. Wisdom save 15.
I got that 20, I didn't need it.
Oh, damn.
Still have to resist it. Or you
What did you get? Sorry,
And that
Nat
20.
20.
Nat 20 for a total of.
He killed it.
20.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to add the guidance, by all means, yeah.
Use the guidance. Give in. Use it.
Oh, I wonder if he will.
Oh, he should.
No.
Fair enough.
I can't imagine Melbourne
Right.
Limits knowledge before I use it.
So, Common Empire law states that if there is ever an attack, the curfew is extended by a couple of hours, which means it's usually just before the break. Before the break in the evening, that everyone has to remain in their houses. They need to lock up and they cannot be on the streets. That is the common law. For the watch, the likes of the watch and the watchers and the guards, the guards are increased. The watchers, yourself included, are included in that. User don't usually take up guard positions, but when in a time of attack or war, so anything like that, yous are called to arms and yous are obliged to. You usually tend up taking shifts. Unfortunately, with just a 20, even though it was a nat 20, that is all the information you can glean from that at this moment.
20.
Yeah, if you got, like I say, the DC, no, the DC was actually 22 for more intricate parts of the law, but again, he's being Melgrim, he playing the character, he's quite right not to take it, so.
Even though he did use magic earlier.
But they didn't know. They didn't know.
No one knows.
Apart from Nyla, because she did see you turn invisible.
They not know because I just turned invisible.
This is true.
I just thought it was a magic effect.
Yeah.
But Melgrim's got to go and get his armor on and that, and assume that he's going to be needed for something just in case.
Malcolm, wait. Are you from here? Is this where you used to live?
Not originally, but lived here quite a long time.
Do you have a house? So
you are stationed at the Watchers arcade, basically.
I have a home, not a house.
So not somewhere we can stay.
You can stay there.
Well,
Under certain circumstances.
Depending on the circumstances that's going on in the city, they will probably need the help they can get, and they'll probably give you a bed.
Help.
To all of us, aren't the
Except
Empire?
you guys. You're too old
Not
and
demonic
infirm now.
beings that are terrifying.
You need your rest.
They don't look after the
I think
elderly.
maybe we should have a new name for him because he's not the same person.
I was thinking that too,
yes.
Nyla. I've been thinking about a new name as well. I know. I'll
What
think of
about?
it.
Okay.
I'll say it at the end of the episode.
I know.
You have an old man name, but okay.
Oh yeah, it's an old man
What
name
about
for sure.
Frank?
However, so from
Gerald?
there,
Oh, that's a good name. Call yourself
so-
Gerald.
Gregory.
as you start to come into the harbour, just making my way into the port. You do notice again with the good perception checks between you, there is a lot of warships on standby. They are several out as you start to pass several coming in. You will notice a lot of folk are giving you just a watchful eye as you start to sail past. Some will shout over to you just in general, "What's your business? Stay your business!" As you start to see what looks like cannons start to point, getting moved into position just as you're starting to pass by.
I'm from the watch. I'm just coming back.
At this point, you probably should flash the badge.
Aye.
Yeah, okay.
Flash the badge, but I can't imagine they can see it. Unless...
No, you'll see the cat that goes, "Right, just be careful. We may need to."
What's happened?
You'll find out. You'll find out when you're debriefed at the harbour, and as you start to sail away. So
Need any?
At this
to join the watch.
at this point, we'll say that you will start to make harbour. Because you're not very good at sailing. Who's sailing at this point?
So Jan's still around. The great spot in the world.
The greatest sailor in the world, you mean? Yeah, okay. Roll me a roll me a d20. Add your dexterity modifier just to see if you can.
And there's half his proficiency bonus, surely.
Actually, that's true. You could give us you do it with your proficiency bonus as well because you are a bard and you are skilled in such stuff. You're a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes.
The D8 could have been good here. Oh!
Plus my proficiency bonus, that's a 9.
Guided.
And plus 4, mate. And also, you have bardic inspiration. I keep saying it to you.
Yeah, it's fair point, actually. As I'm bringing the ship in, I will take that guidance and I'll be singing a little sea shanty to myself.
Hum your tune, that's fine. So roll a d8 and then roll a d4.
Oh my god. That's a 1 for the D4.
Yes. Oh, and the d8?
Come on.
So that's a 10.
There we go.
Right. Well, the DC was 10. The DC was 10. So, yeah.
You get 15, mate. That's
Yeah.
completely
DC was
fine.
10. You start to stumble at bits and go, oh god. Because you start to think, says, I wonder what would happen if I was to actually crash into the harbour on a heightened scale of war. Oh no!
It's just a small child sitting like just right at the edge of the dock. Just
Yeah, you just knock him off. Aye, you just knock him off into the ocean. No, he knocks him off.
I'm just start singing to myself. What do I do with a taller turtle? What do I do with a turtle?
What do we do with the taller turtle early in the evening?
I am an orc and I'm sailing a boat.
Tell your son you love him.
Right, me man, love you. See you tomorrow.
Good man.
Right, get away or
Because we here at Sanity Check Gaming always tell our children that we love them.
Even the ones we don't like that much.
Even the ones we hate. Because hate is just another extension of love.
As Gazzy's patron has told us.
Yes, and that is why I tell Leon I love him all the time. Anyway,
I love you too, man.
Enough of that. Yeah, well, I don't want to. I know because you're my child. So, ish. Anyway,
your mum was supposed to.
I'm sure your mum's not. I'm sure your mum's not on anyway. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure your mum's not on anyway. So, with that.
Awkward.
That's the best. Remember when it was Leon's mum came and watched this?
Yeah,
so
Leon's mum's got it going on. I named it that episode, and it was changed to the money was just resting in my account, which I'm still angry about. However, we're not talking about that episode. We're talking about this episode. Yes. So, you have you start to you start to tie. You drop an anchor. Blah blah blah. You tie the ship, and you eventually, after almost a year now. In fact, I think it's just over a year. No, I think it's just over a year because when we didn't play this after straining. No, I think it is over a year now. No,
yeah,
from when we were streaming. It's got to be a year now.
Whatever,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was August last year.
But, however,
I think it's more than a year. I think it's probably closer to a year and a half than a year.
I agree.
So, we are now at the foot of the Empire. As you make your way into the first port docks. You sign up. At this point,
have any new food?
At this point, you will see what looks like. Best way of putting it is, for purposes of, for descriptions in real life, you'll see what seems to be like Roman centurions as you start to walk down the docks, highly armored, highly armed. Start to walk down towards the ship. At this point, Melgrim, you realise you probably should be taking the lead at this point.
I'll kind of like show the badge and walk up to them and be like, what's happened whilst I've been gone?
The man in front, who is obviously the lead, will put his hand up and says, "Excuse me, we ask the questions here." As you can see, he's an older elf. He's milk-dyed, scarred down the right side. His nose is a bit bent. Obviously been broken over times, and he's in this gorgeous golden breastplate. As he takes his helmet off, we ask questions here. It doesn't matter what you are as a watcher. It doesn't matter. What matters is, who are you and where have you came from?
I just look at Melgrim.
Well, I am Melgrim Fireforge of the Durin clan, and I have come back to the Empire after a journey from a mission that I was given from the Watch. That's our business, not yours.
Well, unfortunately, you will know under the regulations of 39B/76 that you have to let us know, especially under a time of war, what exactly was your mission on your way and why have you returned? You're not sure that's
Okay,
you're not sure that's proper, but yeah, it's an authority.
This is where I should have maybe take the guidance to see if I know how I'm joking.
And with your passive perception, yes, these are genuine. These are genuine soldiery of the Empire.
Cool. There were reports of deaths from magical means. I was sent out to find the source of that. I succeeded in that mission, and now I've returned, and I've brought some friends with me who will be quite useful, especially during warfare. But if you want, they can get in the boat and go. I mean, you seem like you have it all under control. Well, let me gone.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do you wish me to give you the ability to do better at this?
It doesn't matter.
I got 0.
Does give you better. It is better if you allow me to retroactively help him with this. I can.
They are very on edge. You notice that if you were to do any magic of some sort, it probably wouldn't come across.
Retroactively have done this when we got off the ship. I said,
You had the chance to retroactively do it. Yeah. So,
I resist.
well,
Wish me
nonetheless.
to give you the ability to enhance an ability.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I got a nat 1 with a
Minus
-1.
one.
to
You would have had
any roll.
advantage on the roll if
Yeah.
I'd give you the
So,
ability.
with that, he goes, well, nonetheless, we are still under war times, and you may say that you are from the Watch, and that's obviously from your clubber and all your I'm trying to remember the name, your documentation, of course. But you're going to have to still go through. If you join that queue there, then we can get you sorted, and then we can get you fitted for your nice jewellery. You know this, and also so Janice will know this, the recommendations of the talk of jewellery, as the magic inhibitors, which are bracers that are put on you. You also know that the queue is leading you to what seems to be a cave, almost like a cave is built into the rock as you kind of walk through, and it's you see not a lot of people at this time of the evening queuing just to get in through. Again, Melgrim and Sir Janice de Grande will know this, as this is you have to walk through this. It's almost like a kind of passport area where it's a case of you state your businesses, you walk through, and it tells it's able to give off, well, it's able to read innate magic abilities. You don't know how.
Class cursed as magic.
I sweat profusely.
I'll just kind of be like, it's fine, they'll fight you with collars, they'll restrict you in magic.
Nyla full on panics and just starts, get away.
Does that mean that Nyla
I
becomes
could
our
like go up to
J-Pawn?
Nyla and be like,
I don't
it doesn't
know.
pick up curses.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
we already know this. Like, well, this just came up before because it's not a magical.
Nyla doesn't know this.
We had this conversation.
I'm working now.
Nyla doesn't know this.
This is hello Melgrim. This is a funny conundrum as well. It says, because you're right, it doesn't pick up curses. Doesn't mean it doesn't pick up curses. If you know what I mean, it's a case of yeah. Every time it's picked up magic and innate abilities. You're not sure about curses. Curses is different, but you seem confident that it might pick up something. It might not.
Oh well.
I'll kind of like pull her and Gaz to the side and be like, is there any way you can make her invisible?
You're surrounded by soldiers.
Oh no, I've took him to the side. Oh damn, there's no quietness.
No, this is high tension, high wartime.
He wouldn't do that then.
So as you start to join the queue,
Damn.
who is going through
I
first?
think if I got a nat 20 to let you pass,
Yeah.
but I did not.
I'd like to go
And
through
Nyla
first.
go through first. Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So Janice de Grande will go through first. You'll see a some of the passengers you have as well have passed through. Some were flagged up and they're wearing bracers. You recognise them well. They're uncomfortable jewellery, but they're necessary for the kind of thing that they do. So Janice de Grande, you step up as you see let's say a young dragonborn woman. As you walk up and says, "Welcome to the Empire. How can I help you? State your name and business?"
My name is Jane. I'm here with so I know I would remember it, but I don't remember exactly how you said Melgrim's full title.
Melgrim Fireforge. Yeah.
Melgrim Fireforge of the Doran clan. I am here to assist him. He is a member of the Watch, and so I'm here as an assistant in sense to him.
Well, if you're in this queue, then you're obviously still to be checked over. I don't know if you've seen or heard, but we are in a time of a little bit of tension.
Absolutely understandable. And at this point, who within the group can still hear me talking at this point? Can anyone still hear me?
I would assume you're all in queues. Right? You're in the queue,
I would
right?
have thought so.
Yeah. Again, there is.
I'd imagine I'm standing behind you.
You also know that there is a couple of some of the soldiery in earshot as well. Again, it is high tension at this point.
The woman that is speaking to me, does she look like she's a soldier as well, or is she just
no, she just if she is, then she would probably be rank and file, but she's not adorned in any armor or anything.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to say something to her in Thieves' Cant. I'm just going to send it directly to you. Exactly what it is that I say.
Okay.
Now, Thieves Cant works in an interesting way, because you basically talk shit for like a full solid 10 minutes, but she will decipher that shit into what you mean. So she doesn't know what it means. You just have a really weird conversation about barrels to her or something.
You're dark.
Exactly. I'm basically just saying something and it takes me 4 times longer than it would to say it directly.
Right. Okay, that is
I see
interesting.
your shoes are red as opposed to green, which is normally the colour they use on the Wednesdays. Like, what the f*** is this guy talking about?
I thought Thieves' Cant was like
make me a
Manticles.
persuasion check if you could.
If you read it in the book, it literally says pretty much what Sir Janice de Grande, the Great Sparrow, just said. It's more or less you just say a bunch of random stuff, but Dano doesn't understand it. It's weird.
It's like, did you hear about the red walls and lists? It's
It's got like clues in the word. It's kind of
Okay.
like reading a letter and it has secret
Imagine you
thoughts
had a
in
big
it.
page of
Like
paper
actual Thieves' Cant.
and it told you what it actually meant. And I'm sure
It's
it's
like
got some
actual Thieves' Cant, where you talk in normal ways, but it's got a code to it, and people will know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
We'll never touch that in games because it's been really weird.
yeah. So she responds.
I guess you'd roleplay it for 10 minutes.
Thieves' Cant like it's like continental rhyming slang or something.
Yeah.
No, it's sort of like a thing. It's like it's special spies talk. So you can have a conversation with her with no one else knowing except for people who know Steve can't. The same Thieves can't.
He's trying to speak to me, Thieves Cant! Get the dogs over here!
Double! You guys double.
I just like to talk. I just like to talk to people. That's all.
It's magic
I'm
goes to
friendly. I'm
nothing.
So, she will have responded to you in kind.
Ooh. It's you.
Understood.
So, if you could please just head down the corridor. So,
Where there's totally real jewelry.
you'll have seen this. You'll have seen this corridor before. Again, it's built into the cave. Again, with the kind of architecture of the kind of Roman, early Roman and Greek. Very, very symmetrical. Very, very pale white. Very, very kind of painted gold in certain areas as well. As you start to walk down, you'll notice you've got kind of handrails. You'll know to stop at the X that's in the middle of the room at the time of the corridor as you walk up. The doors shut. Up opens, and then you'll see what looks to be like, because it's the name of them now, you will get to see Meeps. Basically, it looks like Meeps as they start to come down. The room kind of glows a bit in a kind of a bluey, foggy hue as they start to come down. Again, you'll have seen this before as they start to attract to you. They leave it a couple of minutes. The meeps leave you alone. Doors open up. You walk forward. Alright, these ones will do you. They put your hands out, as you know. On goes the bracers. You'll feel a bit sickly at first. It's been a while since you've had these on, Sir Janus de Grande, but nonetheless, you can only cast cantrips as you start to walk forward. So, at this point, who is next in the queue? Melgrim. Okay. So, as you lead up, you'll see the similar younger Dragonborn women. Says, "Hi, if you could state your name and business, please."
Our Fireforge of the Durin clan have came back to the watch.
And you'll have your documentation, of course.
And I hand it over.
Yeah, you hand the documentation. They'll go in.
Badly burned, completely
Yeah.
soaked.
They'll put it into a.
Illegible every page.
So she stamps it into a wax seal, and it goes. Stamps it on the scroll, wraps the scroll. Welcome back.
Thank you.
As she hands you the scroll and you walk through. Again, you'll recognise this place as you go. You do not need to stop at the X. You can just walk straight through.
Yeah, I was just gonna the idea. Just walk straight through. See how with my knowledge in law, would I be able to say that I've got an apprentice or something like that, and they would get through, or do they still have to go through the necklace?
Yeah, they would still have to go through. Again, the watch don't take on apprentices; they take on watchers. So.
Trying to keep Nyla safe. Everybody else, it's like,
I get you.
In case they put it on her and she just goes, no face.
I get you. Again, this is something that really comes up. You've seen the odd curse get picked up, but it's usually because of illness and stuff, but you're not entirely sure about this.
But I also remember there being stories about a changeling getting into the Empire, and I'm starting to wonder how true it is. And if they did, they'd have had to have came through that. But he's feeling slightly confident, but not.
Okay, so you walk through fine.
Solid 63% confidence.
Who is next?
I will go next.
Nyla will go next. So Nyla, as you walk up in your blue tiefling form, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
You come up.
change.
Hi, welcome to the Empire. Just change right in front of her just to throw them off.
Just a second.
Hi, welcome to the Empire. State your name and business.
My name is Fiona, and I'm here with my good friend Melgrim, and then whatever rest of his name is, because I can't remember.
Melgrim Fireforge of the Watch. Yes, indeed. Okay. Is this your first time?
Yes.
Okay. So all you do is you walk up to the cross there, stop there, and we test you for magical innate abilities. If you come up with magical innate abilities, you will be given jewelry, just to diminish your magical capabilities. Unless there's anything you have to declare.
No.
Okay. Off you pop.
Good, me.
Yeah, so as you go.
Okay, quick question, Richard.
Yes.
I have magic bracelets on.
Mm-hmm.
Will that do anything?
We will find out. So.
Okay.
So, bum. What magic bracers are they? The AC armor?
Defense.
They may be.
You're fine. No, they're fine. Don't worry, you're fine.
They're just defense.
Yeah. So, bum. You walk up.
They're defense and they shoot fire out of them. Is that a problem?
As if they might shoot fire at them. So, doors close, and just above you, a door opens, and then you see what you easily recognise as meeps start to come down. They start to get attracted to you.
Bad memories come back.
Oh, good memories as well. Meeps are awesome. It's been decided meeps are awesome.
Yeah, but it just reminds Nyla of the...
Yeah, so...
Was the meep streamed?
What was that?
You may have to describe... Was the meep streamed? Because you may have to describe them.
No, they were not.
They were not
yes,
dreams.
Yes, they were.
No, the Meeps weren't
Yeah,
dreams.
they were.
Yeah, they were one of the first.
No, he said streamed.
Oh, the Meeps were streamed. Yeah, they were one of the first episodes
So
streamed.
under the water,
Yeah.
everything from in the Iron Ocean was streamed.
Yeah. So from there, the Meeps they're almost like dust balls as they start to come down and just start to change colour, different. And funnily enough, I don't think you will noticed when Sir Janice de Grande came in, but they start to change a little colour, and then they start to come back up into where they were. Door opens, you walk forward. Seems you've got a bit of magical abilities. So if you could put these on, give you bracers.
You?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
You have the ability to cast something, at least. It's some sort of spell. But anyway, here you go. This is your braces. Hand, if you could put out your
wonder
hands.
What spell it is?
Put out your arms, please. As soon as you put the bracers on, they close up and lock. And you feel slightly... it's a bit sickness. If you could roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy. 7.
You throw up. Is this your first time? Right, if you just sit over there, just catch your breath. You said you were here with Melgrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
He's
just
my bestest buddy.
go and sit with Melgrim, you can see this, as can you, Sir Janice de Grande. As soon as the bracers come on, just she froze up.
I'm just gonna walk over. We've all been there.
It's like I'll kind of like pull out a beer and just
Yeah.
hand it to her and be like,
So,
"Trust
as you're led through, so for purpose of this, you can no longer cast Shatter.
Okay.
So,
God, it takes up too many
Yeah.
key points.
so, who is next?
Who's still to go?
Lee,
Ronan and myself.
Ronan, Ralph, Ronan,
Sorry,
and
yeah.
Gaz.
all the bad ones."
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry.
I'll in
cast it.
preparation for going up, I'm gonna take my talisman off.
Okay. Not a problem.
Oh dear.
Disconnect himself from his god.
He's gonna die.
You could be like, "Hey God, do you mind if you just like disconnect me for like 5 minutes?"
Yeah.
Just
should-
on the telephone.
It
So-
should take away
That's
my,
how it works.
my magic.
Who's first? Who's going? Ralph goes through. Okay. So as you go up, you meet the young dragonborn woman. She goes, "Hello, welcome to the Empire. State your name and business, please."
Good day to you. My name is Cremana Folana Grelaka Ralph.
Oh.
But you can call me Ralph. Now, I'm traveling with my good friend, Melgrim of the Durin clan.
Oh, right.
Uh,
Yes.
I'm traveling from my people, the Toros, the Folata Toros.
Okay.
I was coming here to study your religion with your clerics and such.
Oh, right.
Now,
So you're a cleric of a god of some sort.
I'm a cleric of a god of some sort now. I would be able to help in the rebuilding efforts. I can do things like shape stone and I can heal the sick. Do you require my services in the city at all? I see that there appears to be smoke and fire and some damage.
Well, you probably could. It's probably good that we have some more healers here, but yeah, that would be really nice.
Right. Well, now from what I understand, the jewelry, the manacles of some kind,
Yes.
they reduce my. Would I be able to perhaps approach a temple and see if I can get a special dispensation
Oh,
so I could use these powers to help you?
Of course, it's the first time you come through. Everybody passes through. This is what the I forget what they're called. They call them meeps. They come in, they test your. They basically are attracted to magical innate abilities. When you do that, we decide on which jewelry to put on you.
Right, I understand. So it could perhaps block some abilities, but the ones that could be considered dangerous, the ones that are considered helpful, could perhaps be used.
Yes, but again, it just depends. But like I say, it all depends on the meeps. It's been a useful system up until recently, but like I say, it's done as well so far.
Oh, I see. So the damage was done to some of this somehow managed to circumvent the meeps in some way.
Well, we don't know, but we're still trying to work it out. But like I say, first time, of course. If you walk through, just where the X is in the corridor, and we go from there.
So just to my original question, though,
the clerical abilities, what would I be looking at? Would I be lose complete access to all of my abilities, for example, to help people, or what do you? What is your understanding of this?
Unfortunately, we don't know. It's like I say, we go off the charts with the meeps, and then as soon as you get the bracelets on or the whatever jewelry it is, you'll know then.
That seems like an interesting system to put people through, but okay. And I'm gonna walk up like, that is the stupidest system I've ever heard in my entire life.
So as the doors open, the meeps start to come down.
Something's gonna happen to you. Okay.
Interestingly enough, interestingly enough, a lot of the meeps are interested, are attracted to you as they start to come round and
come to me, little meeps. I'll consume your soul.
And once they go away, the doors open again and goes, right, so you are of divine magic. You are a cleric, right?
I am indeed.
Excellent. You're a turtle as well. Oh, can't give you the collar.
Oh,
right.
You noticed.
Okay. No. Bracelets. We have to give you bracelets.
I prefer a pinky ring if you have such.
Unfortunately, we can't. Unfortunately, but if you put your hands out, please.
This is agreed with my people.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It means something different here in the Empire. I wouldn't be doing that.
Right, I'll make sure not to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other one.
That's better. So, it's not handcuffs. It's basically bracelets on you at this point. If you can make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my God, no!
Yeah. Oh, you wouldn't be the first. They don't. Yeah, they don't react. It's with the amount of people that do that joke to us all the time. So if you can maybe a Constitution saving throw, because you start to feel ill.
21.
21. You are absolutely fine, my friend. Right. So
you want another bracelet?
If you feel ill, but however, so you can still cast your cantrips, okay? You do have access to divination magic, but only divination magic.
Okay.
Now, if you notice,
really nice on you,
yeah,
Ralph. You should keep them from now on.
However, if you've noticed something about divination magic,
it does have necromancy, doesn't it?
No, because yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. You have access to divination magic. This is what I was saying, which means his healing spells are not divination.
Nope, they are evocation.
Yes, evocation.
I actually only have. Actually, looking through this, I don't think a spiritual weapon is evocation and magic.
Yeah, but you do have your cantrips and any divination magic available to you.
Even divine favor is. Oh no, here we go. You know what I've got, guys? I've got detect magic.
That is a useful skill right now.
That is an incredibly useful skill. So from there, we've walked through.
So just to understand this, as a healer who's came here to heal people and help rebuild your city, I have lost access to all my spells, but I can see if something's magic. This is the stupidest system I've ever encountered. Thank you for your day and all your hard work. I walked over to them.
Who is this you're talking to?
This guy. This is the dumbest. Where can I make a complaint to? Actually, we got an address.
Oh, yes. All complaints can be.
Representative of the total people.
Yeah. All complaints can be.
Screw you! You can't do anything.
Yeah, all complaints can go to the barracks, just up around the corner. I think it's a couple of miles up.
What's the most insulting word you guys have for somebody?
Like
a combination of like stupid, dipshit.
Well, I assure you, we're really nice, peaceful people here, and I hope you have a good day.
Oh no, you don't, you motherfucker.
This is a greeting, right?
Shit.
This is a greeting,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah. That one as well. Yeah, I'm just making sure. Yeah.
Walk off. Absolute piece of shit. Melgrim, I hope your empire burns to the fuck.
The empire is pretty decent.
That is bullshit. They restrict people's magical abilities so they can
so
grind
you
them
can't
down.
go about with a nuclear bomb in your pocket.
A nuclear bomb, or a useful tool. Yeah, I forgot. Magic only has one use, doesn't it? Oh, it's only useful. I can stone shape these buildings back up. Oh, but he might
You
make
can
a hole in
mend.
the ground. I can fix the roads. Oh, look, this building's on fire. I can put out magic. No, you can't do that. Shut the fuck up.
Or you can, do it by hand. But don't worry, it's like...
Oh, you can do it by hand. Oh,
people,
that's so much more difficult to keep the little man down. Oh, yeah, why do it in 1 minute when we could do it in 6 months? Oh, yeah.
There are healers in the city.
Yeah, exactly.
They are healers in the city. Yeah, he's right. There's healers in the city. There are more powerful mages in the city that can do this.
Level 1 healing spells, but I'm sure the guys at the top get to use the level 9 ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's a shock. The powerful get to use everything they want.
It's almost like it's the perfect utopia.
Yeah, I bet you.
It's like communism, right? Yeah.
I bet you no one gets stabbed with those knives.
Actually, the is extremely low in the Empire.
I do not believe a word of what you just said. Well, look at all the fires and the explosions. Look at all the low crime rate. Terrorism's at an all-time high. But crime's real low. Okay.
Oh, sorry, so, what? At least we can keep an eye on the children.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Oh!
Let's go look and see if there's any poverty-stricken children. Come on, let's go. Me and you go on a little adventure, see if we can find some. And then you can help them.
I love everything about this.
Ralph is picking a fight with them as he has no access to like anything.
You've got high enough passive perception, Lee, Ralph. You'll notice that Melgrim is not wearing any jewelry.
I don't care. Does that ever stop me bickering with him? I've never cast a spell other than to help him.
So,
I'm insulting his
Melgrim has more spells than you do. Just
yeah. This is true. He's probably more magically innate. With that, we have Gaz and Ronan, who's going through.
Right. I forgot the Guardians. That's what they immediately attack people with their spells for being madly annoying. Yeah, that's right. That's a good use of your magic.
I'll turn to Ronan.
That's when you wait till it's an unfair fight. Then you start bullying people. Oh yeah, the Empire's still gracious and good.
Rachel, can't hear you. You're on silent. That's the best reaction of the night.
I like to think Nyla's been getting in the argument tape, but it's just not her
I just wonder when Rich was waving. I wonder what she's waving at. Hey, Rich.
You okay?
No.
I'm guessing you want to get in this argument too.
So she's
She was getting right into it as well.
Love it.
I want to talk about it.
Right.
I can't wait till we get into the Empire and it's like everybody's all sunshine and roses, flowers, and that is perfect city.
Yeah,
so
right.
This looks at Run Empire is going to be sunshine light. Yeah.
Okay. Who's next? Is it Ronan?
I turn to Ronan and I say, do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go.
Are we ending the stream with Gaz going through? I feel like.
Maybe what the machines actually slowly run away from them. Yeah, the groups all start bursting into flames.
So, Ronan, you go up. You'll see the young Dragonborn woman who says, "Hello, welcome to the Empire. State your name and business."
My name's Ronan, and I'm here to help anywhere I can. I have a good bow and I have a good shot.
Oh, that's good to know. Maybe not with the good shot, but always helpful to have a boat as well, I suppose. Is your first time here?
Yes.
Okay, if you just step over to the corridor, go into the X, and the Meeps will do the rest, and then we'll get you sorted.
Okay.
So, from there, you go up. Boom. Door's shut. Meeps come down. Slightly attracted to you. Come back up. It goes, okay, we have this for you. Braces. If you hand your hands out, please.
I have my hands out.
Yep. Bracers come on.
As you go on both a bit.
Oh, you're like that turtle that came through. I like it. That's okay. Okay, boom. Put the bracers on. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
I like a wee joke every now and then.
Who doesn't?
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
4.
you spew. Okay. Okay. If you just go over with your friend, you're with them, as you see the turtle and, Melgrim bickering in the background.
Nyla's just
way
drinking
you
whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
Melgrim
gonna
gave
go.
her.
I'm gonna look at them and go. Nah, I'm not with them.
So,
Hey, come over here. Wait, Ronan, come over here and tell him that what the Empire does is unfair.
All I'm saying is, I feel far more safe knowing that you can't cast your
Of
magic on
course
me.
you do, Melvin, because you need to be the strongest person in the room, or else your little ego can't take it. I need to know my abilities because the
boy.
spirit turtle tries to cure somebody of a horrible disease.
You have tried to cast your magic on
So-
me several times without my consent.
I tried to you guidance so you would do things better, but you'd rather fail.
so, Ronan, you have.
Your
You
little
only have
baby.
access to divination magic. You don't have any access to cantrips. You don't have access to anything above level 2, but you have access to divination magic.
Of divination.
Magic.
Sorry, no, that's not true. You have access to divination magic.
I was waiting when you said he has access to evocation magic.
No. No
That
evocation.
would be useful. I have lots of evocation spells.
I don't have any divination magic. I don't think.
You do.
Oh.
Do I? I have
Yes.
one.
You do have the access to divination magic. I will tell you them right now. You have access to Hunter's Mark.
Right. Yeah. So.
You have access to find traps, and that is it.
Right. My original idea was going to, before I went in, try and cast pass without a trace, but I don't think that would work.
You're surrounded. It would
Yeah.
as much as it adds 10 to your stealth, that everyone can see you.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and we come to the money shot, right in the
What
face.
happens when Gaz goes in?
This is going to be interesting for sure. So,
So I make sure that my talisman's off.
yep.
It's off.
I'm
I
gonna
don't think
walk up,
anything's gonna happen, you know.
just chill. I'm gonna try and stay chill.
Maybe a deception check,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
because
yeah,
you ain't no chill boy.
No, he
My
ain't.
deception's actually not.
Well,
my
yes,
deception's plus
I was
7.
going to say he's a new person. That should be chill.
I got a 21.
That's no problem. Yeah, you're carrying it off. Yeah, you're chill. You're as chill as can be. You're chiller than a chilly willy penguin in an igloo. So you walk up to the young dragonborn woman, and she goes, "Hi, welcome to the Empire. Can you state your name and business, please?"
Do you have a pen?
A pen.
Yeah. So I can write my name.
Oh no! You just need to tell me, and we'll write it down.
Oh. Jack.
Are you seriously doing it like that?
I don't know, fucking Jack.
Mickey Mouse, why the fuck not? Other mice are available. Just Jack. Okay, that's a
Yeah, what's wrong with just Jack?
Jack is his born name.
okay, Jack. Okay,
Jack
and your
name.
business?
It was just the way he went.
Jack
I
is
don't
his
know.
real name.
Jack.
Jack is his
My
real
nephew's
name.
name's Jack. It's
Yeah.
a great name.
So, okay,
that
and do you what's your business?
What's
with
the name, Empire?
Melgrim. Point.
With Melgrim. Okay. Is it your first time to the Empire?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's not a problem. So what you do is, if you just go up to the X, we'll figure out if you have any magical abilities or inabilities it may be, and then we'll sort you out with some jewelry. Okay?
Alright. That there?
Yes,
Okay. This one.
that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
You go up.
And I come back here.
No, you just walk straight on.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So you walk straight on.
Yep.
Doors close. Doors open. Nothing happens.
Something might be wrong. I tap on the door. Hello.
No. No. It's just if you hold on a minute, they will find out if you have any magical abilities.
Okay.
And you are. Yep.
Try and throw a couple of roots splash to see what happens.
Excuse me. I think this is broken. By the way.
No. Just we're on a timer, so if you just let it go through, and then we'll find out.
I think your patron's protecting you.
You know, I'm kind of in a rush here. I gotta get on. Could you?
Just a couple of more seconds. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't notice anything.
Make me a perception check.
A bunch of cowering meeps that are just pushing
The
themselves back
Centurions
up.
are slowly surrounding it.
Yeah, it's very much that. There's a bunch of cowering meeps up in the top door, in the top trap door. They are not coming out.
I think your patron's protecting you.
I think they're scared.
Right,
That's
I'm
Yeah,
the way they would
like,
first
yeah,
get
this is
that's what I
evil.
think it is.
So the door closes again. Doors come up. You're allowed to go back out. Go up to the guard.
I go up to the guards.
Well, you don't have any magical abilities. You're free to go.
I've seen him casting magic. You better get some cuffs on him just to be safe.
Sorry, what?
No, hold on.
I've seen him casting magic. I know he's got magic.
I don't know this man.
Hold on. Hold on, Melgrim. Are you trying to say that their system is wrong?
You're seeing their
Are
system
you trying
could
to
be
say there's a flaw in
circumvented.
the system?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's just
The
very.
all-powerful Empire system doesn't work. Did you all hear that? The system doesn't work according to
There is a quite a.
I have to touch that. I'm going to try and take these things off. Right? That's not working.
They do not come off.
I start hitting against the rock.
Excuse me, sir, if you could please not do that. You don't want to be doing that. It's listen. The system has been working for years. He clearly has no magical abilities.
If the dwarfs made it would be different. But I've seen him casting magic with my own eyes.
Well, it's clear it isn't. I mean, it might not be the most perfect system. I'm just saying, but there is clearly no.
Visible turtle anger.
Yeah, there's clearly no magical ability in this man.
Show him my documents and be like, "You're saying that a member of the Watch doesn't know magic when he sees it."
A low-level member of the Watch.
Sir, I must say, this man has been completely prejudiced against me this entire trip. I have been coming through here, and he has just become.
No, me, guys.
I think he's mistaken this old man for someone we used to know.
Yes. Gaz, I'm not Gaz. My name is Jack. He doesn't even know my name.
Excuse me, and he kind of walks off at this point. There is still guards around you. I will point at this point.
Sorry, but Melgrim would do this to
Yeah, of course. Couple of moments come back. Couple of minutes come back, and it says, Melgrim, yes.
Aye.
And what was his name? You said.
His name is Gaz, but apparently he told you it was Jack.
No, well, he gave us the name as Jack. His name's not Gaz. I'm assuming these are your affiliates. Do you know this man, Jack?
I thought.
Allow me to question the truth. Oh wait, I can't.
We're of a term called
That's mint.
lying. You know he is capable of it.
Well,
Surely your
Oh.
flawless system would have protected
Jack
you.
would never lie.
lying. You're right. That's.
If you would check my details coming through.
Yeah. No, excuse me, sir. Waves a couple of guards through and says, "I'm sorry, we have to do this to you, but could you step back into the machine?
No,
Melgrum?
I will not step back into the machine.
Melgrum,
I am a
could you step back
busy
into the
man.
machine?
Me?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I go in.
Okay. Do you want to check his details? Yeah. Okay. Just run them past. Okay. So you go back into the machine. Yep. Magical ability
You never went
comes
in
up.
the first place.
I know. They're checking him over now. Check him over. You get magical ability. Says,
Can I begin to walk on, or would you mind if I leave now? I'm a very busy man.
Yeah, of course. If you hold on a couple of minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Your checked. It says, Melgrum. You say Melgrum.
No, he's a grey man.
Melgrum, yeah, you say Melgrum. Okay. We're gonna have to put these on you. It comes up. You've came up with some magical abilities.
Fine, I've not used my magic in years. Okay, they put it up.
Yeah, you get the bracers. It says, we'll put. I'm sorry to do this to you, Jack. If you could step back in the machine. Just we now know it's working. You did say yourself it wasn't working to begin with. Would you mind going in again?
As I've said, I'm very busy.
I totally understand that, sir. But
I don't see why you're taking the heed of this man here over me, a very busy old man.
I know, but to be fair, he is part of the watch, and it's just in case.
And does the watch outrank you, sir?
It does actually.
Outrank the entire empire? I think not.
Sir, if you could just please.
I think I will not. I want to see your man.
The guards are really on edge now at this point. It says, it's just a couple of minutes, sir. Please, if you wouldn't mind.
I'm gonna turn round to Ralph, not Ralph. So Janice just say, "Where can we get the nearest drink?"
Fine. Look.
Would I be aware of where the nearest bar is to this?
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm gonna quickly hand my
my
amulet to Nyla on the way back in.
Yeah.
So I don't have my amulet when I'm walking in.
Make a sleight hand check.
No problem.
You say that.
So, question.
I accidentally dropped
90.
That's nice. That's fine. Yep. Let's see if
So as
anyone
I
notices
kind
it.
of, look at the guards, I'm like, so what business did they say was here? Because everybody here's mentioned that they were with me.
Yeah, exactly. He says he's a friend of yours. This is why we're checking him again if you say he's magic. I mean, that means you've not told us something, Melgrum. As you start to walk back into the machine. So, but well, if you declared that you knew something, you would have said it, right? So,
I went through before
yeah.
he did.
So, Gaz, you go back into the machine. Same 2 minutes. Same thing happens again. No meeps. You come back out. No magical abilities. Just came up again. Second time.
catwalk.
All I'm gonna say is I definitely want some.
I apologize, sir, for the inconvenience, of course. But like to say, we are on edge. I don't know if you've noticed, the Empire was under attack recently. We're having to do a lot of checks and a lot of checks again. And because Melgrum is part of the watch, we apologize. That's all we could do with the matter. I'm so sorry.
Just a side note, by the way, Scotland bet Spain 2-0. What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
Spain.
Yeah.
In football.
Yeah, in football. Like, I'd have thought it'd be like cheaper tosses.
Yeah, and with that, we should end the campaign. It's the sign of the dark, the sign of the end times, mate. We do apologise for that, Jack. Mr. Jack, if it's we're sorry for the inconvenience, but we've checked again, and it's came up twice now, Melgrum. I'm sorry.
Jack's obviously not dangerous. He wants to confuse them with someone else.
Yeah. He has no magic
Why
abilities.
don't you put Jack and Melgrum at the same time and see if they go to Melgrum? I just want to see what happens.
Well, we've just done that with Melgrum just to make sure that it was working.
I'll go in with Jack and let's see if they come and detect me.
Come
on, Jack, let's go in.
We have other customers. Well, customers. We have other people coming through. We apologize.
So much time. One more chance. Come on.
People in the line.
Make me a persuasion check, Ralph.
I hope the Hurley-Spurred grads mean this. That was performance, sorry, not
we really have to be going. You really have to be going. We've got more people to get through. I'm sorry.
But I just want to.
We apologise for anything for any inconvenience caused. If you wouldn't mind moving along, thank you. Melgrim, you're handed back your scroll of authority.
Just kind of like walk away and just be like, "Oh, sorry, you're not with us, aren't you not? So fuck off."
Oh, actually, I quite like you, Jack. You've been
Thank you, good sir.
Nice to meet you too, Jack.
What the fuck is this?
You just don't have fun. I don't want someone with his type of magical abilities coming to watching
with
that.
Zero magic abilities.
But he doesn't have magical. Yeah, but he doesn't have magical abilities.
Well, me and my new friend Jack will go and offer our services. I think we should approach the temple and see if I can offer healing magic to people. Screw this guy.
So, with that, and with the evening drawing in at this point, we will call it there for the next episode of the World of Florium after that. I was going to leave that as a cliffhanger, but I thought, no, let's get this out the way now so we can get rid of it, because I didn't know how this was going to play out. Yeah.
My name to Jack.
I don't think there's any better way that could have played out.
I don't think there was. I love this.
If we could have went in and the meeps still didn't come down, even when Magic was like, wait a minute, that is weird. Like, people go and look up and like there's meeps pushing themselves into the ceiling to get away from it.
That could have been a thing, like I say. But yeah, didn't pick up any magical innate ability on Gaz.
Jack is his name.
It was Jack is his name. Although that could be part of the resurrect. That could have been part of the reincarnation. Yeah. Could have been
Jack
part of the
Osborne?
Jack Osborne.
My
Jesus.
first name, yeah.
So, for all those who stuck around and watched and had us in the background, thank you very much for sticking around for the World of Florium, and will be joining us hopefully next Tuesday to see where this chaos fuckery goes on from here.
Low views tonight. Did you tweet out that we were going on tonight? Usually we get a few like just people popping in.
Yeah, I've been tweet on every so often now. Like to say, we'll get people watching back. There is also Scotland.
I mean, who cares about the Scottish? I mean, I checked the score just to see if we got
yeah, I know.
That was it.
I know, it was 2-0. Oh, it must have been a hell of a game. But anyway, like I say, we will go to my left if we look at David. David, you got anything you want to promote, my friend?
So I want to promote tuning in for the next stage to find out what exactly happens with the new member of the team, Jack, as he is lovingly known, and what direction this will take Melgrim in, as well as tuning in for any other games we have going out throughout the week, because we've always got something going on. Our lovely DM Lee here as well, who someday I will get to be in a game for.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I hope to be in one of his games as well.
Well, I'm probably going to be running Tales of the Loop. I don't know if I'm going to do it next Monday because I'm on holiday. I might not. I ain't decided yet.
It's just a shame I can't do Mondays. That's but.
Can you not do Mondays?
You're not allowed to live
No.
of this.
No, I do I do my gymnastics training, and I do a lot of training to keep fit.
It's a real pain in the ass, to be honest, because we tried all sorts of different days and just
Thursday was good for me, but like I say, I don't mind staying back
Thursday
anyway.
worked for you, but it didn't work for like literally
Everybody
anyone
else. I know, I get it. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, we go to Jim. Jim, you got anything you want to promote, my friend?
Yeah, if you like scary things and ghost hunting, look up Unlock Paranormal.
Unlock Paranormal. I think we've got a link for that somewhere, but because I know we did have it on the last time we were mentioning it. I'll need to learn how to do more about this on the Streamlabs. Anyway, Lee, down to my just down below David, where he likes to be. Yeah, plays Expanse on Mondays, and he has Tale of Loop, which will be starting eventually soon. And then we got our good man here, Gaz or Leon or Jack. Jill, you anything to pronounce?
Just be good to one another. I hope you had a good time, and yeah, stay tuned for next week.
Amazing, and we have. I was going to call her that again, but I'm not going to call her that again. Rachel, what do you have to promote?
Love your animals. Look after them. If you don't, you're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit, yeah. And don't listen, she will hunt you down. She has the money and the means. She is a very rich person who probably hunts humans for sport.
I do.
Yeah.
It's my favourite hobby.
It's true. And last but not least, we have a lot of people who used to come on, and do the Melgrum stand thing. Melgrum, our good friend Scott. Scott, have you got anything you want to promote, mate?
Nothing at the moment.
Oh, you're not going to start another game up at some point?
I did plan on doing something at some point, but it's just like
tired in time. Tired in time. I get it, my friend.
It's there's a lot in the news, so it's like as when people have time.
Exactly. But anyway, we have been Sanity Check Gaming. This has been the world of Florian D's D&D. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.